Thank God.
Who turned up
Radiant's
the heat?
middle tower is under attack.
I'm really freaking out.
Dire are scanning. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Killing spree.
Guys.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Go my from my
Spoil that shot. Shadows, take us.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
My way.
I'm really freaking out.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are
Out of
fortified.
my way.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They had that chance.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Are you lost? I'm really freaking out. Double damage!
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
The prize is mine.
I'm
This'll come
really
in handy.
freaking out.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I'm really freaking out.
Dire are scanning. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
More fuel for my fire.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. For the hunt.
Freaking out.
Dire are scanning. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Burn.
Bounty!
Invisibility. Allies disappear.
Are you lost?
Forsaken!
Our grievance.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
This is mine.
Dire
This'll come
are
in handy.
scanning.
I'm really freaking out.
Money to earn.
Regeneration!
Dire structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Shut
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
You to your
Dire's
final
bottom
to the
barracks
bottom with
has
ya.
fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's middle barracks
out of my
has fallen.
way!
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Thanks to you!
Evil geniuses turn to ban.
And they know
Radiant
now
team
that
back.
they don't have to go for these greedy lineups. You know, the greed is not good for EG. You know, they've got to hold
They
back.
play
on that.
better when they're not doing that Pango Enigma style that
Yeah.
we saw them play.
Exactly. Yeah.
And yeah, guess what? We got to
Evil
draft. This is the
geniuses
last series of the
turn to
night.
ban.
Winner of this, top 3 at the first major would feel
Radiant
pretty damn good to
team
get that. Obviously, you're
Yeah.
already top 4, which I mean for IG,
should be
right?
pretty
You won a
good.
minor, you're top 4 here. But we heard him. He already said we don't expect to win, but top 2, which means well, you expect to win this matchup because that's the only way you're getting top 2. We get the Kunkka as well as the Mirana banned out from EG, so really respecting the Kaka, especially that Mirana. And there goes the Chen.
10 seconds remaining.
They're the two heroes that I'm most interested about, Void and Night Stalker.
5 seconds
about,
remaining.
Where's that going to come in terms of bans? Who's going to leave it in? And if so, are we going to see someone first pick them?
Geniuses
It
turn
said
to
that
ban.
IG don't play Chen themselves.
Well, so they have to ban it pretty much.
Yeah,
Every time.
because
Unless
I
you
think
want
it
to
would
play
fit.
against
It would fit nicely into the kind of style that they have. But you know, this has actually just been one of those traditions, like stretching back for a really long time. Like a lot of the Chinese teams just don't play Chen, and
Yeah,
IG
same with
has shown
Meatball.
that they
10
don't at this
seconds
tournament, right?
Radiant team ban.
So it's sad. I think they should really try and add that into their repertoire if they want to be able to play aggressive. Then again, new patch and all that, who knows?
What about Magnus? Obviously, I think both teams have played it. EG has really
Yeah.
favored if it's unbanned. Is there a chance? I mean, Timbersaw already banned out. Is there a chance we see a Snap Mag ban?
I hope IG
Pick?
gives EG Magnus
10
and they have a
seconds
plan
remaining.
against it.
Evil
I don't want to see
geniuses
IG with
turn
Magnus.
to pick.
Yeah.
That did not work out very well
Radiant
for them last
team
time.
pick.
So,
There is. As
but they take
expected,
Night
right?
Stalker.
They didn't know. Well, I think that's going to sort of bite them in the back. I think already EG first pick Night Stalker.
It's
You're
good.
feeling pretty good for EG. I think that. I want to say from the games that I've seen, like the game where they got that, like that's been the best performance from EG. So if they're able to open up with that again, they're going to feel good. Obviously, IG, they are going to
10
have known
seconds
that was
remaining.
going to be the first pick.
You had to have. Yeah.
So they've got to have a plan, right? And we've seen
5
some great plans
seconds
today
remaining.
from teams that have let their oppositions get these sort of clearly telegraphed openers going from the previous game histories of teams. So IG, I'm sure they're going to have a plan.
Yeah,
It's
whatever.
probably a
Radiant
gyrocopter
team
plan.
pick.
Ooh,
Disruptor.
Disruptor? And who's a
Oh.
Vision-ish hero? Do you think you do take the Gyro? It's
I thought they were going to go for their Ogre Gyro opening that they did against J-Storm. I thought that would have been decent against Night Stalker. Because I think like an aggressive carry, first of all, he gets like vision of the Night Stalker, which is always kind of nice.
10 seconds remaining.
And then you're able to get like an early BKB if you want.
5 seconds remaining.
I think the disruptor as well, of course, was
Disruptor.
in that sort of stellar game from EG the other day. You know, Crit was on the disruptor, right? So
Yeah.
you're already now taking away a bit of the piece that that EG did have as part of that great draft. So
The last
breaking
time
that down.
the only time they've done this is, I think, is Disruptor Kunkka was their opening, and Kunkka's banned, so.
And Brand-
I mean, he should be pretty happy, right? They banned Kunkka and Timbersaw, both of which I think are good counters to avoid, or excuse me, Night Stalker.
And look at that, instant coddle. I mean, I guess
think
we
EG's gonna feel good.
we had to know that
That's-
was coming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the 2 picks I think they hope for out of any of these heroes in terms of being able to open this draft.
I don't know, Disruptor for me, like, why wouldn't you
Why?
open Coddle Gyro? I
Why wouldn't
think you have to deny Coddle Night Stalker, first
I'd
of all. I
agree.
think that's a
I'd
broken
agree.
duo. Second of all, I think Disruptor is a support that's,
5
like,
seconds remaining.
Glimpse is not a good ability used defensively, right?
No, yeah.
It's best used when you want to fight and be able to catch more.
Like one of these 2 heroes is going to catch the disruptor. You know,
Yeah, like Night Stalker's
you're
going to
get
just kind
caught
of
out
run
by
at
one
you.
of these heroes already.
I can see that it's nice to be able to like keep vision of the Night Stalker. You do have like this AoE of kinetic field, which I
Radiant
imagine is
team
quite
back.
nice as well to be able to keep him contained without playing the hide in the trees game. I just feel like Coddle can do that for you as well with his Will-O-Wisp.
So I guess we didn't really talk about what are there any just straight up counters to Night Stalker, like hero to hero, or
Yeah,
does
no,
this
well-
hero not really have like a one hero to hero counter?
I think
10
the
seconds remaining.
catch heroes are really good. So I think Kunkka, for example, is really
5
good.
seconds
Anything
remaining.
that limits his ability to use his flying status over cliffs and trees,
Evil
that is really
geniuses
important.
turn to ban.
I really like Chaos Knight against it, just in terms of how the whole game feels. You're
just
this carry that
right-click
doesn't
him
mind
back.
about it in the lane. You're going to be building this heart pretty much every game, so you have this raw HP against the burst of the void. Void damage with the ags that the Night Stalker's inevitably going to get. You're able to sort of survive for the duration of the silence, so you can strike back, still get off your spells pretty reliably. So, obviously not something that we're probably going to see here unless it's some switch up like a mid gyro. But no, overall I do like Chaos Knight games. It's nice.
A Razor banned out from IG, maybe showing the way they want to go. Some melee heroes coming out probably, and then
10
Omni Knight
seconds
Naga
remaining.
banned from EG.
They haven't played Naga Siren yet, so
5
that maybe that's some
seconds
inside like scrim information or something. But I don't remember them playing
Radiant
it at
team
the
pick.
minor, and they haven't played it here.
I do not remember it there either. So,
So that's
maybe they
interesting.
just think Naga's a counter to a hero they want, and they're like, we're not going to risk it. But
Yeah, it could be. I think Naga Siren can be a decent counter to Night Stalker, like the reset idea, and then also the heavy split pushing. Like Night Stalker wants the map very small for the enemy, so he can
10
keep on
seconds
using
remaining.
his mobility and heavy ganking power to his advantage.
Do we see
5
IG
seconds
play any
remaining.
Undying? Do you sort of fancy Undying here, or do you feel that hero suffers in fights against Cottle Night Stalker?
I'm always kind of
Because it works well
okay
with the
with
Disruptor, of course.
Undying.
It's quite a, that's the sort of combo that some of the top teams aren't even here. They do like to go
Evil
Disruptor.
geniuses
Undying.
turn to
I don't
pick
think
Leader.
it's an IG hero, but
Gyrolina, right? These are I think these are what the two most picked heroes by IG this tournament, aren't they?
I
yeah,
believe
yeah,
so.
they are by far.
Yeah.
I think Lina and Morana
Yeah, I
are
was
your
gonna be
two go-tos for dealing with Coddle. Because you want a range hero that attacks fast, that can deal with the
10
Will-O-Wisp.
seconds remaining.
I think that's a nice little...
It's a
It's not your
bonus.
main plan,
bonus.
but it's a nice little
Remaining.
bonus. Most of the time, the main plan is get the hell out of the Will-O-Wisp.
Run.
But you also want that hero to not be one of your primary damage dealers. Gyrocopter can be okay because he can pop BKB and flat cannon and shoot the Will-O-Wisp.
Radiant
So that's
team
okay, but
It'd be the Rubik for crit more than likely.
I wonder if they're gonna do if they're doing safe lane Night Stalker again, and then are they gonna do Rubik Centaur?
That's what I was thinking. Obviously, one of the best combos we've seen with this Rubik, almost an unbeatable lane.
Evil
And then one of the better
geniuses
heroes to
turn
lane up and go, that is, I think that's actually a block pick. I
think
don't
they-
really take a whole lot of
Yeah.
precedent in block picks most of the time for drafting, but I legit think that might have been one.
And I guess
It's good
Centaurs.
against the Night Stalker, right? You
Exactly,
just
I was
pop
going to
it and run.
say, yeah. You've at least got a way to reliably get your teammates sort of away from his, smelly armpits, get him out of that silence.
Is that his silence? The smelly armpits? It's just like the smell is so bad
Destroys
you
their
can't
nose and
think.
Yeah, it stretches his arms
Oh,
on
God.
top of your arc. I can't
God,
remember how
Lord.
to magic.
How?
How do I cast that spell
That's
again?
how
What
go-
were the words? I don't remember.
the smell.
Please.
I can't breathe.
So is there any others that just stand out? Rubik plus, is there like another melee stunner? You thinking something like an ABBA? Omni Knight obviously banned out.
I've always been okay with Abba versus Gyro, but that's not quite.
It's nothing crazy.
I don't think there was anything that really worked, because part of the Centaur success would be having a nice stun, which something like Sand King could do, but you also have this ultimate that pairs really nicely with the Stalker, right? He wants to be able to close that distance as fast as possible
Radiant
before he
team
has,
back.
like, that's why they go Blink Dagger
Legion
later
Commander.
on, so.
Oh, it's Legion.
The other ABBA.
Good solid.
ABBA number 2. Yeah.
And it's solid catch, right? That suddenly the Stampede until there's an Ags, which obviously is maybe unlikely or going to take to the very late part of the game. Stampede's not going to help cause being locked down by a duel. And you've also got this innate hero that's almost certainly going to be getting a pipe at a good timing, and pipe, of course, against this entire lineup of
10
IG is
Pretty good.
going to be super nice if Ramses is able to get a good timing on it.
So does this mean this
5
Disruptor's
seconds
5?
remaining.
Do you guys think?
Yeah.
And do you like that? Because we've seen,
No.
right? Tim's has played at 4.
No.
We've seen it played on 4 and EG.
Geniuses
Like,
turn to
you're not
battle.
really going to get any items on this hero, right? Or levels, really.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that, especially since his Thunderstrike is countered by the Legion Commander's Press the Attack.
Yeah.
I think is her W.
It is.
Yep.
I'm a little bit scared as a Legion Commander. I feel like there is a lot of stuff
10
that's going to be
seconds
going
remaining.
on when I duel somebody. You know, LSA,
Random
Static
stuff, a lot of
Storm,
just AoE
Gyrocopter's
stuff,
just going to drop his entire arsenal when I try and duel somebody. But it's pretty good in lane, I think, against Gyrocopter because she's pretty tanky and has sustain. Can set up for the rest of the team. I just imagine, I'm wondering which team is going to blink first in this situation because almost every single draft we've had at this tournament, one team blinks first and says, we're going to be the team that has better late game. And the other team goes, okay, we're going to try and rush at you.
Okay, well, let's run some scenarios
And
then.
it's
Say
just
this
been-
Night Stalker has a blink, blinks in with the Coddle behind him. How do you think IG would react to that, right? You got this giant Will-O-Wisp. Can they really, or do they just have to disengage?
I, mean, I think because you imagine the Jaris, we're seeing what sort of phase drums BKB, right, is the build-up right now. You do get that early
Radiant
BKB.
so you use
and
BKB flak and you're just
BKB,
fighting that?
exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. I think that's sort of going to be their best hope.
Well, there's the OD ban, and yep, they instantly take that Ember after the OD. Heroes you've been talking about, we just haven't really been seeing that much. It's been last banned a ton of times. And well, this is a very fast-paced lineup from EG. What do you counter with from IG?
10
Who's
seconds
your middle
remaining.
or carry? Because obviously Gyro can be played middle.
5 seconds remaining.
You like Invoker just against the Ember?
The
take off
overall
guard?
game state, I think maybe Invoker's okay.
Nothing else really just stands out to you, though.
I mean, the only other mid they've played so far at this tournament that's left in the pool, I think, is DK.
No, they did ban out what heroes like the Razor, so DK could definitely be something that they were thinking of.
They
We're
banned
trying to set it
TA,
for-
which for me says leaning towards Invoker, right? The TA is usually, I feel like that's a go-to ban when you pick
It is.
Invoker, right?
We've been seeing that, and we've been seeing that matchup kind of go different ways every time, but when people do want to play, they ban it, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, less than a minute of reserve time left. Game 1 of this best of 3.
Don't think it's a good Storm game, right? Because you have this AoE silence,
Definitely not.
telekinesis,
Bolas
duel,
from
chains.
Ember.
There's so many things there.
Ooh. And a lot of disables on both sides, right? Disables and silence. This game, you always look at these and you're like, this is going to be a bloodbath, and then who knows? They might just both be scared of each other. As you said previously, who's going to start the fight? Neither team might feel comfortable doing that. And it's going to be Zeus. Okay, so here we've seen
Select your
very
heroes.
little of, but we've seen a little bit of it. How are you feeling about it? Obviously, it's not like a physical late game hero, but people really do like Zeus in the late game.
It can do all right in the laning phase. It can do quite well, like very early on, and then it starts getting worse and worse as the higher levels of Flame Guard come up. Obviously, it becomes terrible once Abed gets level 6.
Yeah, I think it's a hard Zeus. You've got 3 cores and a Cottle that are going to be on top of you. With this Legion, Ember, and Night Stalker are going to have means to very easily get to the back lines. Like, I don't know how you protect this Zeus. You have a Stampede, but you have like the Chains, the Jewel, the Will-O-Wisp. You have a lot of catch to get him and make sure that even with that boost of move speed, he's not getting away. We don't see a lot of Zeus. IG's trying to bring it in here as their 5th and final pick. I think this is a huge risk, a bit of a gamble, and I think it's going to get heavily punished by EG. All 3 of these cores. I think you're just going to see the Zeus just get rolled over. I don't know how Zeus is going to stand in any sort of team fight and get his spells off. Someone's going to be on top of him. I don't think these heroes can keep this whole lineup of EG off the Zeus.
You agree, Cap?
Yeah, Centaur's not really that good of a save for a lot of lineups. I think, people look at it like, oh, you move super fast.
Just
it's
run
okay,
away.
but stuns are a real thing. I do like the fact that IG has, with the Gyrocopter, they actually have 2 kind of frontlining cores. So that will create a lot of space for Zeus. I would feel better about it if there was like another support that kind of did that for you. Unfortunately, you've got 2 frail supports that can't frontline, nor can they save for you. The best you have is maybe Kinetic Field and Static Storm. I'm not super confident about it. I do think EG looked really sick with the Night Stalker. That fast pace they played, that looked like a killer EG that we have not seen yet this tournament, and that just leads into what I was saying before about an EG that did get better from the start of this tournament. So I'm leaning towards EG as well.
Yeah, I really think we're going to see another game from EG that's sort of similar to the stompiness of the games they had the other day against Liquid. I don't see how this Zeus is going to work, but looking forward to Emo proving me wrong. But this Legion gets a good timing on the pipe. You just picked a Zeus into this. And it looks really hard for IG. I think it's an easy game for EG.
Yeah, it does. Game number 1. It's going to be EG. It's going to be IG. Let's get some hype and let's take it over to Lyrical and Trent.
Thank you so much, Grant. Oh my God, this is going crazy.
That's
we can hear them from China. We're all the way in LA.
Crazy for this one.
So you wonderful people out there, the panel thinks that Zeus is going to die a billion times, as is the MO for Emo, which we've seen time and again. How are you feeling about the drop?
Well, they use the term roll over, but roll over implies they've gone through the rest of his team first. But Emo's always ahead of his team, acting crazy.
That's a good thinking.
So he's reversing the thought process. You don't have to dive deep for the Zeus if he's in the front line, blinking and suiciding like he does on Emo.
You know, that's why you get invited everywhere, Trent. You're a man of integrity.
The big brain. Now, while you guys were watching our beautiful faces, you'll notice that some words were said here. We had good luck from JT, and then he just put Bulba. To which RTZ replied, Bulba! In all caps. So I think the mental warfare is beginning.
A little bit of Bulba love there in chat from the Ramses as well. Yeah, they also tipped each other, Ramses and Arteezy, at the start of the game. So a little bit of love between the two offlaners. You know, it's pretty interesting. You look at this IG team as a whole, and this is something I wanted to touch on before I got too deep into this, as the Flame Guard immediately obliterated there. This was a team that missed TI. They were doing really good in the group stages, and now they come back, they win a major, and you look at them, they're at least top 4. Very happy they got to be at least to the start of the season after not changing that many people. And now we're seeing them face off against EG, looking for that top 3 finish, taking their perennial spot.
Yeah, the question today was, would they finally hit the wall for IG after the minor? And EG's the real test. If they can have a victory here, I mean, that would be just so incredible for not only this team, but frankly, like China Dota as a whole. I think China Dota has started to zero in just on the top 2 of LGD and Vici, and everyone else is kind of just like the fans seem to be flaming them, right? Like, they don't even consider other teams. So it would be big for the region to get another contending team.
Absolutely. As another little stunt comes out there from Kaka, and a player who's definitely made it happen for China region in the past. You think back to that newbie roster that KP used to be on as well, and it was a team that won more games in a row, I think, than any other team in history.
22-0 or something in like big matches.
It was pretty absurd.
Where they just picked Doom every game and just ran around.
That's right. Uh-oh.
That was great stuff.
The big punches coming from Emo. This guy's got some pretty high base damage on the Zeus and just kills him off first blood. Emo. My God.
Earlier levels, a little bit of an edge. I mean, as you said, the first level of Flame Guard Luge was taken off, so has to build up his levels for a time. You definitely don't want to feed to the Zeus.
Dude, he just keeps on hitting the stuns.
Yeah, nice stuff there. Good way of being oppressive with Kalina. Kaka not starting with any big items. All right, he just has mantle, couple sticks, and or stick and a couple more sticks. The branch.
That's
yeah, none of this like orb or blightstone or Bassi.
It's something that you've mentioned a couple times about Kaka, that he likes to go for these sort of smaller intermediary items that build into something as opposed to just taking the Bassi.
I'm done.
Will deny himself the desire there and come back with a full mana pool?
Yeah, I'm guessing it's just because he really values the regen, and well, in this case, he just fully completes the magic one too. So, just recognizing, he's in a lane versus spamming heroes whenever you have Coddle. Of course, they want to spam abilities at you, so get yourself a wand.
See if he can keep the pressure on Arteezy during this first period, 0 to 5 minutes. One of the most vulnerable spots that a nice soccer sits in as Kaka misses the stun on the top lane. Haven't talked that much about bottom, but they're doing fairly well there as well. 12-2 on this gyrocopter so far.
Yeah, Ramsey's actually holding the second level here, and Ollie has not been casting his Thunder Strike, so I think he was waiting to see if there was like a moment of courage proc, and he'd be like, aha, I can finally press Q. But now he's going to try and force out a press the attack here. Let's see if he takes it. Nope, still nothing.
Taking it now. Point. They got Aggron to crit, pull him back in, want to turn to fight, see if they can take down Fly, a kill onto Arteezy on the top side of the map while that's going on, and still
someone tell Ramses he can't take stats. Crit was like taking damage from the Thunder Strike. He's like, please help me. But they managed to give up on him anyway, so Ramses was all-knowing in this case, and yeah, very Very nice play again here from IG, just continuing that pressure. Once you've lost the edge in a lane like this, with this like Centaur and Lina, you kind of feel helpless as this Coddle. It gets weird. You think you're like really broken and OP, but like you can't really return aggression using Blinding Light. You can just kind of like keep trying to hold them back.
Yeah, it's kind of like, in a way, almost if you do want to get aggressive, it has to be predicated upon them overextending, then getting in tower range or something. But then you just push the creeps into the tower too, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Sucks. As another missile is going to land there.
Oh, he's got no press. Get him. He's dead.
Oh, stick charges 3 of them. That is too much damage. Flyfly gets the kill.
No Dispel versus Disruptor. Ollie's a happy boy. I mean, this hero's like unpickable in pubs right now. Always had to pick first. Yeah, you always have to pick first as 5, and then they always have a Dispel. They're just going to pick one of the 3 meta Omni, Abba, Legions. You can't play Dota. Meanwhile, Ramsey's just no Dispel, and he's alone for Ramsey. He's like moving around now.
Yeah, that really sucks. He's going to take a lot of damage. They're trying to trade hits against Flyfly, and still nothing. Needs to get that level 4. Until then, you are very, very happy as that Disruptor.
Dude, Kaka again up top. Gets the stun, followed through by JT.
Tries to eat his way through, but it's nighttime, and that's going to give him the speed to get away, just barely. It's
Yeah.
bit of a cheat.
He is on this. Oh!
Caught him. Oh, level 6, up to 250 damage now, I think, on the ulti.
He had just put the salve in his inventory, too. He was doing some backpack work, you know, trying to switch things around. A bit too late.
One of the things you can do. So far, the Emo Zeus looking good.
Yeah,
2 and 12.
I mean, he's having a great game. He's got 2 kills now. And the only person ahead of him is JT.
Really impressive showing so far, as he almost has more denies than he got last hits on Abed. I mean, is this really that bad of a matchup, or is Emo just kind of outplaying him? What do you think's going on here?
I would say it's definitely bad to start. Like, you have to do neutral stuff like this, right?
Yeah.
Like, you have to go into the jungle, you have to do stacks and everything, and that's how you catch up. But it's just, if you get solo killed like that, then obviously it's going to make things even worse than it normally would be. Instead, you're just hoping you can temper it a little bit better and get some regen out, spend all your gold on regen. And Abed's just not having a great time. Mind you, his top lane was getting bullied, and they did not use the Shrine on him. Thank you, team. So Abed does have that to his use.
You see that timing, though, of Abed? He got the kill on the camps while stacking up both of them simultaneously, so that was pretty nifty.
Is that what they call farming patterns?
You know, I
these
don't
top
know
level
what these
players
things are.
use? Sounds about right.
It looks pretty, whatever it is. I don't recognize, that's for sure.
What's Crit doing? I feel like I just keep seeing him wandering around.
Dude, he's almost got Arcane Boot. He's having a good
That's
old
a
time.
big almost. That's like a 600 gold almost you just dropped down there. That's huge.
I think it's because he has to head over to mid lane now. Abed is going to be forced back to base. He's back to base, actually. And now Crit is going to be left here with the mid lane for a little while.
Well, he's got
Radiant's
remnants.
bottom tower
But
is
he
under
also
attack.
doesn't want to come back. So, yeah, Crit very happy to go for this. I think it's down bottom. What's he going to do, right?
Yeah.
Can him and Legion kill Disruptor? Probably. But there's like a lot of collateral damage that comes in from the gyrocopter too.
Get level 6 probably on Legion, and well, guess what? He had an inkling. Crit is gonna die yet again. Another kill with that ulti, and they find Ramsey's down bottom, who's hiding off in the trees. So double value there out of the Thunder God's Wrath.
Jeez, they are just getting destroyed right now. 7-1, a 2K lead now for IG. I think EG are the favorites here, guys, coming into this one. But the laning setup so far, not very easy for EG. Now, mind you, this is I feel like OD Pixel earlier. Now, if they can come back from this with
right.
Coddle, Night Stalker, it's not quite the deficit that we saw earlier today with the Morph Shaker game.
No, and that's the thing too, right? Is that it feels like, as JT's going to throw out that stun to get away from Arteezy, it feels like the EG lineup is still faster than it normally is, where it's just a bunch of course farming, but it takes a little bit of time to get online. And that's probably what they're going to be waiting for, as Crit going to tank a hit, and Emo low on mana, so that might not be enough to get the turnaround. In fact, with Arteezy moving in, they're going to force out the glimpse. He didn't have a remnant?
You always get one every game. That's a Disruptor fact.
Wow.
Every single game, there'll either be one TP or one gank thing that gets ruined because someone gets glimpsed and they go, right, Disruptor. So, yeah, he was shy one remnant there. And that really hurts, because that costs a rotation from Arteezy.
Well, and you can understand again, like the idea of wanting to secure that regen rune by Abed. So at the very least, it's going to be a regen rune for him, full bottle now afterwards. He's going to be able to farm up, maybe farm up a hero if Crit and him want to go together for a smoke.
Well, Ollie making the best of his hero, stacking some Ancients, while Emo has the Boots of Travel with his triple null queued up soon.
Guy is insane. 100 base damage. He's 3 less than Centaur right now.
Oh
He
my!
finds another kill.
Stop coming there. All right. Whew. He's got trouble. He's still level 4.
Dude, right now, Emo is making Crit wish he had null field, honestly.
I know, right? But the only time you could hope for it. And they are not cooling down the aggression at all. Now, bottom lane is empty. This is some, what, 2013 gyrocopter or something. It's like, I have reached past my ultimate. I must rotate. I am a robot.
Fine, RTZ is going to run away immediately, but the Stampede is out. The Glimpse pulls him back in, going to pop that ulti, try and run away, and is going to be able to make his escape for the moment, but they drop down that kinetic field, trying to get out of there, hold in place, and is going to die by virtue of Kaka. And now, Fly also on the chopping block. So Light Strike Array not going to connect. That signals to them, JT, that he's over in the area. The Hook Stomp connects, and the Coddle will die.
What's so insane about this play is that they just went and did this when there was no Thunder God's Wrath available. Now, Abed did just come and steal the bounty, so he will get one of the two up top as the rest of the Radiant retreat back towards that Tier 1 tower to take it. But now that means they just won that little fight, and they can press forward again with the ultimate from Emo in another 15 seconds.
The thing to keep our eyes on is that level, or rather minute 10 has come around, Tomes are flying out, and Coddle's about to have his level 6. Now, you do kind of want to stagger this, I'm assuming, with the Night Stalker as well?
Well, we want to have his ultimate back first.
Right.
Great.
Gotta wait a little while for that to actually come about. EG going to be pressuring this bottom Tier 1 tower. Ramsey's scouting out in the trees to make sure nobody's TPing. 10-1, 2,000 gold lead.
Yeah, IG have correctly identified that the hero with the most net worth on EG is Ramses, and he's like the most likely person to start getting them back into this game. But they just left him alone. Like, a Legion just punching creeps and pushing a tower is not as scary as a Legion. Like, someone trying to, oh, I'm going to stay in this 1v1 with Legion. Like, that's such a good place for a support to rotate and try and help with a kill. Speaking of rotations, Crit is just glimpsed and dead, and Ollie is making Disruptor look real good because he's getting these early glimpse kills. First, it was just level 2 in glimpse. Now he's getting the 3rd point, so the range is up there a little bit higher. And that, again, was without Thunder God's Wrath. So now they can push this tower, they can ult if they want to, and potentially force bad glimpses here.
Kaka does need to be a little bit careful there. He was sitting on low HP, and points coming up in the overwhelming odds might have been a kill threshold, but doesn't end up going for it. Stomp, get blasted, and they'll keep their tower alive for now. Drums picked up on the gyrocopter, and I don't know how many times I've seen these Chinese gyros go for drums immediately into BKB. To be honest, I'm not seeing a whole heck of a lot that EG has to deal with that. Just see if they decide to go for it.
5-man fast Dota.
They want
another ancient stack here. I mean, geez, doesn't really matter what he's starting with because it looks like he's going to get a lot of items. How many stacks he's getting?
Stacked up yet again. Kaka gonna farm a little bit in time as well. Lina catching up right now to the safe lane Night Stalker. Still about 1,000 gold behind him, but see, really, it's just Arteezy not having the best of time here. Pummeled a lot in that top lane. And a little bit more of the safe farm down bottom.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, I've been kind of cool seeing the 3 points in Glimpse Disruptor come back. That's normally not what we've been seeing. At least 2 in Thunderstrike in the laning stage, it feels like.
Yeah, it's you really want it because it just feels a lot better. But if you can, like, they were still getting kills without it, partially because you have a Zeus, I would say, right? Who's like getting the ultimate early on. You didn't really need to zone any harder because they have the dispel anyway. So if you commit into it, he's just gonna commit further into dispelling.
Ooh, and they got an idea that flies in the area. I don't want to ult it. They're kind of set up over here as well. They pull him back into the static storm already. Ramsey's down to such low HP. They've killed off the Rubik and that Coddle, but they will keep Ramses alive on the side of EG, though it does look like they'll lose this tower.
Looks like Emo was just really respecting Crit there, and he was correct. His Crit was in range for the spell steal, because it looked like a really good opportunity to ult, because like your heroes are running into a couple on the right-hand side, so you want the vision for the glimpse, but Emo just making sure that they knew where Crit was first.
So another successful rotation. IG up 4,000 gold in a day that's been full of stomps. It's looking like we might have another one here. Things don't change around soon for EG. Now, Flag gonna try and clear through this ancient stack. A little bit of help from his friends. But we are getting closer to that 15-minute mark, second night time.
Yeah, crit almost as our game goes. It's almost there, man. Just about. He has had this is the worst crit game I can remember.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 0-4-0. He had 0 lane impact. He had 0 roaming impact. I mean, he's got 2 big zeros.
It ain't good.
The only one that's not a 0 is the 4, and that's your deaths.
That's not good at all.
No. He's also got 0 points still in Arcane Supremacy. So he steals the bolt, but make that a fiber.
Oh, that hurts. That one hurts a lot. Mega kill right now for Emo, who, well, maybe it doesn't matter if they can get on top of you if they never get their feet underneath them, because this is looking like EG just can't do anything. It's been a tough game, and IG putting together a very solid draft here.
Yeah, they've cleared up mid and top tier 1, so they could start invading into that top jungle if they want. And EG looking like they're already rather forced out of it. You can see Ollie's just freely getting those bounty runes. TP's up top as well there from Emo. He's going to start pressuring the tower. Oh, someone just pinged that ward. Oh, that was Fly, okay. That ward is not going to get scattered before it dies, so that's good.
You know, it's really interesting. It feels like this Zeus has been the centerpiece of the team in so many ways, and like, you look at what he was able to do early, first winning the lane against Abed with that solo kill, and then afterwards, as they actually have eyes over there.
They want this kill so bad.
Oh, this would be big. They're looking for it. Static Storm already down there to try and save the life. And there's going to be the glimpse back, and now maybe in some trouble, Abed will force him back. They won't be able to find anything there. But Static Storm was used. Stampede also.
That should buy a little bit more time for EG to help with Arteezy farming. He's 1 component away here at about 80 gold. So we're closing in on the eggs. We got another 4 minutes of nighttime for him to work with.
I mean, how much does this change the complexion of the game when that Aghanims comes out on the Night Stalker? He's going to get that level 10 health power most likely as well.
Is under attack.
It's going to be that in combination with whatever Abed can get into. It looks like he wants the BKB, but it's probably going to be like Ags, Blink, Night Stalker, and then the BKB for the Ember, and then it's going to try and wreak havoc on this Zeus. And yeah, they're kind of squishier heroes. Yeah, that was close. Was that your Arteezy soundboard? That's your best impersonation of what that was like. You were
Leave me alone.
That Night Stalker for a moment there. I felt it.
What can you say? Sometimes you have these visceral reactions to things in Dota, you know what I mean? And getting blinked on by a Centaur right before the TP happens as well. So he does have that hood finished off now. Gonna decide to go back for the pipe instead of finishing, or rather decide to go for the BKB. More of the team play. And I guess that's the type of thing that you were talking about, where Abed also needs to be getting into his items, and he's kind of been slowed down a little bit recently as well. Has the Veil trying to go back for that BKB himself.
That'll be some actual aggressive possibilities coming up for EG at that point, but I'm not too hopeful. I have to say, I mean, it is dwindled down to a 4K lead now. And I guess a lot of it's going to depend on what Emo's next item is. Like, is he going to get something a little more defensive than just a Yule Scepter?
Right. And the rest of his team as well. They wanted to go for anything else along the lines of a Force Staff or something to help him out.
All right, Kaka, don't do the Shadow Blade shenanigans again. I'm not in on that.
No?
I don't think so. It just doesn't feel that great.
So what is the idea of the Shadow Blade if he did want to go for that?
Catch is split pushing on the sidelines, right? You can just like kill Abed, just like easy peasy.
Okay.
Abed's just there, hitting some creep waves. You show up, you get the stun at an invis, and then Emo ults, and then Centaur stomps, and then you die, and then everyone cries, and you have a little parade, get some gold, some experience, and make a statue out of you. Those all come with a Shadow Blade, which is why all my carry players buy them, because they're looking for statues.
Okay.
But I kind of like, you know, things that work with Aether Lens. Those are cool.
Anything that gets a little bit of a bump up there.
Yeah, I mean, I get the Shadow. It's whatever. It's a playstyle that he goes for. It kind of reminds me of the perhaps rotation here.
Dire are scanning.
I was thinking of the you know, Rubik Atos. And, you know, if it works for you, it works for you. Go for it.
JT. They're scouting him out.
Oh, that's the hero. That's the hero.
Emo, they find him right at the start. Everybody jumps on top of him. Abed as well to Stampede. You'll set their combination together. They can't cast anything right now. Arteezy silent, but it's still more than enough. The chase forward, looking for this finish. EG show up and win it big.
All right, see, what did I say? Emo would be at the front. See, this is why you never had to worry. There's no team to go through. There'll just be Emo. So that is the best possible scenario for EG. Devastation here for IG. And now they gotta like hop back on the horse. They gotta accept like, all right, you died, whatever. It's about to be daytime. They're not gonna have Night Stalker ulti. We gotta go hard and just like clear up some kills and like take Roast during this daytime.
That's the plan. We'll see if they can execute. Moving out across the map, Ollie wanting to get down some of those observer wards. Most likely I thought that they were going to try and play around, you know, maybe the enemy jungle, but there's already a pretty deep observer ward from Dire up there. As bounty runes are spawning, fly.
Get out of here, fly.
Yeah.
Fly, and fly. Flies back to fly. Oh, the rocket flies into fly with the kill.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
As they find
You know what they call
more.
that? That's the fly swatter.
You're just a goddamn genius.
I tried.
Yeah, it's really good. They left the bounty rune at the end though, so I don't know what the hell's going on there.
Oh, they're not geniuses like me. Clearly. They're fermenting it.
I wonder if Abed just walks over there and tries to take it.
There's no way. I mean, he just watched his teammate die to 4 heroes.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, but he's going to be
Abed.
shocked. He's going to be like, what the heck?
What is going on over there?
What is this thing doing here? My first reaction would be like,
well played. He's like, I set this up, guys.
I distracted them with my body. So, all right, this daytime, the goal should be tier 2s and Vision. Their team can't actually take Roche that easily, so I'm not that worried about it, but I just want this whole area to be IG territory. IG, not EG.
Not EG.
Yes, that will be, they can go like live down here in the Garbo part of the map that no one cares about.
That's what they're doing.
Or
for now.
ideally just in their base.
That's the EG place.
Yeah, my writing is getting very good.
Uh-oh, stomp. Jason. Static Storm already down, but they have the Will-O-Wisp ready to try and disengage. It's not going to happen.
I'm fine with that.
To take the tier 2 tower.
Yep, dump it all. They don't have BKBs. Win fights right now. They are worthless right now. They are garbage, subhuman Dota fiends at the moment. Until you have BKB, you're not human.
That's what makes you a good Dota player.
Yeah.
BKB.
Yeah.
Buy it now. That's BIB.
Well, we all know it stands for Boring King Bar.
That's fair.
But, you know, sometimes that's just what you need.
Gyrocopter already has his, going back for the Aghanims now. He's 3/4 of the way there.
Fly.
Huh?
Don't do it. He almost walked up that hill.
He was thinking about it. 5,000 gold lead again. I'll say this though, when those BKBs do come out, I'm a little bit concerned about IG's capability of taking the fights. I mean, obviously these heroes do scale well in the late game, but the panel talked about it. You can jump on top of that Zeus, make him feel real bad. And he's going for an Aghanims. He's not going for a BKB of his own. He is going to be controlled.
Yeah, he does need the eggs, that's true. He can't like skip it at this point. Wow, that's a really deep ward. Why put that down there? That must have been before he died.
Probably. Been there for
What a legend.
Minutes. Not really giving him that much information right now, I'll have to say.
It spots like courier movements when they're going down into the bottom half of the map. That's why I like those wards.
Well, maybe a setup, fly. In possibly a little bit of trouble, just force out the BKB, run away. Can the rest of them get here to fight? It doesn't look like it. Abed's also there as, they see him.
They double sentry provision.
They just run into Abed.
He had his BKB.
Oh man, that one hurts.
That looked like when Tim's just started getting punched by the Huskar, like AFK. Pretty much what that scenario was.
Well,
that's a great start for the BKB.
Yeah.
Arteezy is still working on his and should farm that up rather quick considering he is the Aghanim Scepter. You know, the gold just kind of flies on in. But here we go. Another big item. The eggs, so perhaps a few more stacks now for our Gyrocopter.
Yeah, we'll see if he can clear those ones through. 3 heroes right now, the 3 cores of IG. over 10,000 net worth. EG is starting to catch up slowly but steadily. It hasn't really evolved to that point where everybody is like one completely whole item ahead except for the gyro.
Look at that ward from Fly. Just those double sentries they tried to place for a vision, it's like right outside both of them. It just spotted so much. It spotted this whole rotation up here. It knows both supports are shadowing this gyrocopter.
And it allows them to play on the map very safely.
Yeah, they don't. I don't think they know Centaur's mid. Well, now they will. So they could theoretically fight top.
It doesn't look like that's their intention right now. Instead, they're pushing out this bottom lane. It looks like the rest of them are going to head down and try and connect with Arteezy. See if maybe they can find somebody on a pick-off trying to defend the tower or push out the wave afterwards. We'll have to see.
IG moving in. This is 30 seconds until nighttime. A dangerous time to be making a maneuver, but they're essentially saying, okay, EG think we're guarding top bounty. We're going to smoke the bottom bounty where we know they're all playing. We want to force a fight while it's daytime.
This is really scary.
But Arteezy's going to ult, so, and there's BKB Ember. This doesn't look like a great fight.
They get all the vision in the world. Gotta be careful. Stampede, there's the root. Abed trying to create a little bit of space for his carry. He's going to pop the ultimate, now run away with the glimpse, pulls him back into Static Storm. It's a ton of damage out there, and can they find any extra? Lina under fire, pops the BKB from Abed. They've already killed off the Will-O-Wisp, and now IG trying to just secure a couple of these bounties if they can. Fly's there as well. Need to be careful about that glimpse. Throws out one remnant. And there's going to be the stun, the jump away, still the missile on him. As they pulled him back in, they got him caught, and Abed's just dead.
So Arteezy didn't have his BKB yet. That is definitely an issue. And I mean, obviously he isn't now, but I'm sure he would have popped it there.
So they still managed to actually gain a lead because of the bounty runes, it looks like, in spite of the 2 deaths on the cores. But that definitely doesn't feel great.
No, plus you're going to miss all the time while they're dead farming.
Yeah.
Crit, where do you go? Jeez,
no.
He almost went left.
Oh god, run away.
He's got Yules and bots, and he's coming. Oh, now he's going to give away my ward. No! Oh, I'm so mad at him Fly right now. Like, dude, you were dead.
Just kill him afterwards.
That's the worst.
You can tell that Trent would report that.
Yeah, now that's the visceral experience that you had earlier with Arteezy, because I know that feeling.
You are Fly.
So well. The pain.
Well, again, still just that 5,000 gold lead that IG is nursing. Feeling good about themselves at this point. And talk about Aghanim Scepters. Kaka decides, all right, no Shadow Blade for me. I'm going straight Ags and 700 gold away.
All right, well, he has 2 BKB cores already, and likely to be a third. Oh, is that a third? That is a third. All right, so they have 3 BKB cores. Seems like a good game for it.
Jeez. That's going to be really hard to deal with.
They're just going to be like running in, like full divide this guy. And
I mean, the plus side is that she doesn't have a ton of levels right now up to that like level 3 ulti yet. But 650 pure damage still ain't nothing to sneeze at.
And she'll get the next tome too, because she's building this, so
okay,
it's coming. She's going to catch her to JT pretty soon.
Gotta say, the fact that Emo has only gotten caught out that one time, this has been a really impressive performance from the Zeus. He's playing it almost like a silencer, where he's just letting his team run in and do the rest of the work, and he's off somewhere else farming.
They've done a very good job of keeping the lead that they had early.
Yeah.
And using that to like kind of suppress EG. I think the early bots helped a lot from Emo, because they've kind of just put EG on the back foot for a lot of this game, where they're trying to like keep up and like keep like the waves just pushed out, because they have Ember, but then Legion and Night Stalker are both a little meh until Night Stalker obviously is the Aghanim Scepter, but that bought a lot of time for all these Radiant heroes. But he blinks forward for this.
Oh, Emo. Careful, they find him, and he's just caught. They try and run away, and they're just going to back out. So they do save his BKB and force one out on the side of IG. And it does not look, at least for now, like IG are going to try and chase.
They have Thunder God's Wrath in another 20 seconds, and then Ollie's going to be ready with a glimpse.
They will
crit. Oh, no. Crit's about to get blinked on. The
good dodge back. We'll play. Oh, he's dead.
The team's coming.
Looking for it. Following this up. Arteezy on top of Fly. No BKB for that gyrocopter.
Oh, he can't find him.
Right at the start, but he's taking a ton of damage. And Aghanims ain't nothing to mess with as the BKB out from center. Also, they are going to kill off Fly as well as Fly.
Emo's got the ulti.
Chase.
He's waiting.
They also have Kaka in the area. Not enough mana to cast his ultimate, but they've caught Abed. They're going to kill off that Ember. 3 dead.
Oh, Arteezy in the bottom lane. He
just gets
dropped
out.
pretty low to that, though. Well, he TP'd bottom to fire, but then he gets Thunder God's Wrath. It's like, oh, all right, hold on.
It's just so much damage. Like, they did 8,000 damage in that fight. To the 3,000 of EG.
They got a lot. And you saw what happened there, too. Like, Arteezy just rushed into that fight, tries to find Emo with the silence. He's, like, looking around, and Emo just blinked way far back. He blinked all the way back to, like, the Radiant offlane tier 2.
It just wasn't going to happen.
Man, these defensive glimpses, this spell almost never works like this, and Ollie managed to get several saves so far in this game. Like Ramsey's, but he has the, what, 2 duels? I guess it would have been 3 duels earlier on. I'm surprised it's even 3.
Well,
oh, it was 1 duel. Never mind, I'm an idiot. All right,
You're good. Don't worry about it.
Woo! Math is hard, guys.
You know, that's what we're about, you know? We got the NA math coming through. You can't have it not any other way. But we also got NA speaking, apparently. 25-5 in a second. This is my prediction here.
Wow, the numbers are really coming out.
We'll see if they can make it happen.
Leading the charge here. It's just like, I will be the first to pop, and I'm just going to press R on the first person I see.
Oh, it's Ramses. Jump forward, BKB. Good reaction.
All right, all right.
Get out.
Good call. Didn't press the R button.
Okay.
Gotta make sure there's no BKB.
And it looks like they'll be able to secure a couple bounty runes there on the side. The Evil Geniuses. IG still looking pretty strong right now. Into the pit they go.
Doesn't feel like this is going to be particularly fast with a Zeus core, but you have the gyro eggs, and yeah, okay, they're
At least to push the wave out, and it looks like they're just going to head back in yet again.
they're flexing. They're saying, yeah, we're in Roche, and
it really does not look like they care that much about what EG are doing. They get the vision. They have an idea that they're coming.
I mean, they don't have that many BKBs.
They just get Aegis.
Immortality!
This was pretty risky. I mean, the fact that you only have the 2, like there were 3 heroes susceptible to the Will-O-Wisp there, that was a bit spooky.
They make it happen. Man, IG looking good so far. As Kaya's now done on this Zeus. Has the Lightning Bolt mini stun talent, movement speed. He's running around at 464 with those boots of travel. And he's taking the tome? Give it to me.
Wait,
dude,
what?
Emo, what are you doing?
Wow, I'd be so mad about Skaga. Like, are you serious, dude?
I need to get to my level 24.
I could have 200 more pure damage and lower the cooldown by 10 seconds, and you're just going to do this to me? It's not even that good. I mean, it's pretty good, but you've been playing really well already.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I am disappointed. You know what? This is the core player punishment. When if a core player sees a tome and it's been in the shop for more than 45 seconds, you're allowed to just take it.
I see what you're saying.
The support players should be on that shit.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Kaka, too busy buying wards.
It's a hard life.
All right, he's got 1,500. Maybe it's
yeah, like he's buying wards. Give me a break.
All right, so what do we got? Spell Lamp now on
good teamwork here.
Radiant's
Ask your support friends or your cores, whoever, to kill those trees for you guys. Position 5. That ward's so good.
It's a nice place to place it. Get the vision down. Obviously, they've had the vision advantage, it feels like, this entire game with the Zeus Thunder God's Wrath.
Yep.
And this is against a Night Stalker. So they get another little peek into where everybody's at. And then going to just continue to assert dominance as they take over that high ground. I mean, it's something that's sort of pretty nifty too, right? Like, you pop the Thunder God's Wrath, you see that you can just head up to that high ground as Gyrocopter, check if there's stacks, and they're already take them. If not, head back to dominating.
The 7K seemed like a bit of a low lead to you.
It does.
It feels like with the way they control this map, I'm shocked that they have this much farm on the 3 cores of each G.
Radiant's bottom.
Oh my god, on that glimmer. Does that see him?
Oh my god, they got him.
Don't go in, don't walk in. Oh god, he's been found.
Arteezy also in trouble. He has his BKB though, and is going to need to pop it here if he wants to live. Apparently, that's not in his repertoire, as he is just going to die.
What? He just hates this thing. He's like...
I can kind of understand where he's coming from, because he can buy back now and defend at least with the BKB. Whereas before he wouldn't be able to, but maybe they're not going to defend anyways. I don't know.
And that's like the 3rd time this game where I'm just like, he has BKB, right?
Well, and in some trouble right now. Ramses just gets demolished. If they wanted to buy back on Ortiz, they need to think about it soon, but Stampede's already been used. Abed,
he's committed to not buy back now. There's no fight anymore.
Root takes down one. Okay, Kaka's dead.
Look at them just hitting bullets on their supports.
I mean, they're actually almost killing off the Disruptor. Dude, these supports just being left behind.
Yo, could I get a stun? Just like
anything.
Like the tower.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
That was so depressing.
Dire's top
That's what gets
barracks
happening,
are
man.
under attack.
They are objective gamers. Not worried about kills, even on their own team. They're just focused on the buildings. Fly still hangs on to his BKB, but...
I mean, Abed was looking straight confused. He was like juking back and forth. He's like, oh, where's the stun? When's it coming? And then JT's like, sorry guys, I can't do it.
Is under attack.
Oh, they got the tier 3 tower.
JT, as you can see there, very careful with his inventory. He has locked his power treads.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wouldn't want to accidentally upgrade those.
Yeah,
that's a dangerous one.
I'm not sure how that happened. I guess just like maybe a little bit of a misclick on something. 10k lead. In spite of leaving the supports to the Wolves. Crit just hoping to find a game for himself. 0-9-3. And in spite of that, like we've been talking about, he still managed to get this Aether Lens, has a Glimmer Cape. It just feels like EG just haven't fought a fight in forever. Like
they haven't decided they wanted to. They basically said, yo, we're going to need some late game BKBs. Don't waste them.
Yeah.
Keep those that, you know, you're going to die, just die. Seems to be the mantra here.
Well, the lead continues to grow. Fly with no teammates anywhere nearby, but he is not that concerned.
Yeah, same with JT. I don't really think that he's nervous about dying randomly down here.
I got the Ags done on Abed. Smoke up. Is this their moment? This is the time they decide that they want to fight, it looks like, as Arteezy's running in, is going to see that courier, pops on top of immediately that Disruptor. Stampede to try and run away. The throwdown comes from Stampede, and they're just going to blow up Fly. They don't have Will-O-Wisp in this fight, nor the Chakra Magic cooldown. And JT, he's just going to find the stomp on this Night Stalker. This guy's running around at like 500 movement speed.
I don't want to ping the BKB, but I'm about to ping that friggin' BKB.
God. Ollie, chase down, no detection, but still they're gonna find that kill.
Is this a graphical bug?
I don't
know.
know.
Actually a BKB
and then they
inventory?
find the stomp afterwards onto Abed. It feels like it's just kind of everybody falling apart.
I mean, the lack of vision is pretty painful too. I mean, yeah, Abed does, but Arteezy doesn't, which like kind of understandable, but there's so many glimmers and shadow blades that you should probably ditch the Quelling Blade for dust at this point.
They take down this tier 3 tower, and IG looking to continue the stomp series that we've been seeing today. Ramsey's behind enemy lines, maybe gonna try and find a pickoff here. He runs in, finds immediately Emo at the start. Can they blow him up though? This guy is super tanky, they're gonna destroy him. He wins the duel instead. Zeus has got right click damage now. Come at me, he says. The BKB finally is out there from the Night Stalker, but it's not going to do anything. Everybody else is falling apart, just zapped to death. JT says, let's go to the next game, hitting tier 4 towers with his body. It's a 19,000 gold lead, and it is feeling like nothing is going the way of EG.
And they're going to keep the chase up, and well, now that he's up that BKB.
They got him caught. Arteezy again trying to run. Lightning Bolt in a second. They have another round of it. Can they kill him off? Yes. 4 dead, no buybacks, base in shambles, NA struggling.
Yeah, they are indeed. The 155 damage on the Arc Lightning is actually zapping right now. He does so much from so far away with his Blink Dagger.
Jeez. Mega creeps, 37 minutes. And GG is called as EG need to go back to the drawing board. And I think it comes back to, well, for IG at least, what they said at the beginning in Boba.
for the hunt.
Invisibility!
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire are scanning. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
This'll come in handy.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Where's my
Radiant's
pension?
bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Double damage.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Cuts forward. Paper, scissors.
Your turn to ban. 5 seconds remaining. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
All hell's broken loose, and I hold the pieces. Verily.
Prepare for battle.
Onward.
"30 seconds to battle. The battle begins.
Oh, time for strong-arm tactics. Forward. First blood.
First blood.
Prowling. Yes. Oh, hell yes. Yes.
Nuh-uh.
You will pay. Why not? Spike! To hell and back. Yes. I go like the devil. Oh, yes. Denied. Oh, hell yes.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Why not? Cash in hand. Knuckle under. I've got a power grip. Onward. Prowling. Yes.
No, you don't.
To hell and back. Yes. Where's the fight? Hell's fury.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
That devil to pay.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Feel my claw.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's structures are fortified.
I go like
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
power pours into me. Yes. I'm not ready. Yes.
Missing bottom.
I'll take that. Battle rages. The hell with you. Verily. Prowling. Forward. Onward. Gold for me. I grow like the devil. I deserve this. Where's the fight? Yes. Oh, hell yes. Oh, yes.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Yes.
Your middle tower is under attack.
You my pride.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Armed and dangerous. Prowling. Yes. To hell and back. Lionize me. Yes. Up to it.
My fever breaks.
More power. Verily. Cower.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yes. Onward. I go like the devil. Oh, yes.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Oh, hell yes. Forward. Why not? After them! Yes.
Your bottom tower has fallen. Radiant team ban.
Shred a life stealer still. Like if you've got
Yeah.
the items, and do you think should either of these heroes be an item ahead? Because it always feels like Naga does farm faster if she gets it, or should they be pretty even like throughout the game? Do you think?
I
they
guess
both get the game
because
they
of the if he goes Midas Radiance, maybe he
10
can keep up
seconds
with
remaining.
Naga Siren.
Geniuses turn
I'm not sure,
to
but this
ban.
time it's going to be the 3 Night Stalker, which makes Grimstroke make a lot more sense. Because I was like really weirded out that because I don't think you can go the same kind of build that you had last game, right? With like 2 semi carries on your side lanes. I don't think you can do that. And Grimstroke is very clearly a 4 that should pair up with a Night Stalker type hero.
10
So
seconds
they're going to
remaining.
move him over to the 3 position. That makes a lot more sense. Grab a different safe
5 seconds
laner.
remaining.
I don't know if Lifestealer is good against Naga Siren, though, to
That's
be
the thing.
totally honest.
It feels weird, right? It feels like whoever just has a better laning phase, which is a lot of Dota, right? We can talk about the what's going to happen in 30 minutes, but who knows in that laning phase if Emo just gets 20 kills again.
But it could be like, it used to be
Turn
Phantom
to
Lancer was
pick.
really good against Lifestealer, right? And then
Radiant
Lifestealer
team
started
pick.
building Radiance. And little things changed as well, but then Lifestealer became a lot better, and Abed's going to have a second chance at Ember Spirit, Owen.
And okay, so what do we got in this game? We got the X to bring him back. We got the Sleep to hold him in place for a Disruptor. Is it a better or worse Ember game?
What did they match up last then?
10 seconds.
Gyrocopter versus... I think Ember Spirit is better this game against Naga. Send a hero back. So it's got to be a Boots of Travel hero. It's got to be Ember Spirit. It's got to be one of those.
Makes
So,
sense.
where's Leshrac, by the way?
It got banned by IG.
Oh, it did. It did.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
finally got banned by IG this time.
I was like, surely we're ignoring Leshrac for so long, but surely when Naga Siren's picked up, you're gonna go for it, right?
So do you Ember versus Kunkka, or do you think this is a JT Kunkka?
I think
seen
this
him
is
play
a
it.
JT.
I think so,
Kunkka,
yeah. I think
but you could do it mid
I think it'd be
matchup.
fine going mid with the Kunkka. Maybe they would have swapped it around, right? If they
Well,
were sort of
it will be
Choose
JT.
your hero.
And there's the
TA
TA.
Ember mid matchup. Okay, Abed, you gotta step up, man, because this is a matchup that you can win via an outplay.
Yes.
It's
We've
hard, but
seen
you
it.
can win it,
You can.
and you need to prove that last game was just an off game.
And I think that TA was only going to make things harder for this lifesteal. You guys are already asking questions. You know, do you like playing lifesteal against the Naga Siren?
Yeah.
Now, you sort of had the armor reduction from those hits of the Riptide, and now the TA as well. If this is another game where EG do not get on top of their lanes and start feeding up and down the map, after that game 1 performance, I just find it hard to believe
It's
in EG.
hard,
I've
yeah.
lost all hope, you know. That's just, IG, they're the better team. Easy win for IG. EG, what are you doing today? I don't know what you're going on with. This EG, it was good that they made it this far, though, right? That's impressed me.
So you're counting the game over already.
You know,
Congrats on top
I'm
6.
selling my EG jersey. You know, I'm on the IG train now. What was that game 1 EG? I can't back that anymore. 2-0 IG.
All right.
Congrats on was 4th, I guess. But you know what's cool is that IG now have like a good Roche threat, while Evil Geniuses doesn't actually. And Evil Geniuses the ones who presumably have to play more aggressive, because I don't think you want to go late game against Naga Siren, but you definitely don't want to go late game against Naga Siren plus TA. TA is such a big level 25 threat. So, I don't know. I thought EG was going to be playing it slower, so I'm kind of thrown for a loop. I thought they were going to try to be the ones with late game. I have no idea what's going to be happening here, but I like EG's lineup more.
Okay, well, we'll see.
I don't know how much that means after last game, though.
Let's just hope that Arteezy's better at using rage than he is BKB. No.
Okay, we will have to see that. We are tossing over to the man, the myth, the legend, lyrical, and riding shotgun is going to be Trent.
Oh, I like that one. That was pretty nifty right there. Well, Trent,
He's good.
my goodness gracious,
Prepare
EG,
for
they got
battle.
stomped game number 1.
Yeah.
The panel has lost all hope. There's nothing left for it in the tank. You were just screaming over here on the side, TA, TA. Why do you like the TA? Tell me about it.
Well, the thing I like is that every team picks it with Disruptor. That's when Disruptor looks really good. So I was back there, you know, some of the time like, why are they like the same heroes? It's like, well, I still think Disruptor sucks, but it's very good when you have the T on your team because of the traps, right? It's forward vision. It's always glimpses. People trying to run away. It can be like more than just a team fight, but we're well into this one. I think the Night Stalker should look a little bit better in the off lane this game with the Grimstroke. Should be Ramsey's hopefully going to have a better time than he did on the Legion Commander. Personally, my favorite thing so far has been watching OD Pixel grow as a panelist. I feel like he's
he's on it.
He's starting to figure things out, you know? At first, he tried to back heroes, and he thought, like, oh, yeah, I have a good read on this. And then something happens you don't expect. You go, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. He's gone chaotic over there.
I mean, that's what you're supposed to do as a panelist,
just screams
right?
a bunch of nonsense.
It's great.
I love it.
That's what you want to have happen,
He's
man.
my favorite panelist.
That's what the
Ahead of
experts
me.
are there for. Ahead of yourself.
Yes. this guy's the best.
That's like that thing where you know nobody wants to hear their own voice in their head a little bit, right?
The
You guys
battle
don't?
begins.
I actually
Oh.
I do, but that's other people. That's because I'm a narcissist. Just kidding. So let's see game number 2 coming
I don't
up.
know.
right
You really
now.
come off as one.
Absolutely. Oh my God! Just a spree of tips to start this one.
I see Kaka's the only one from IG getting involved. Rest of it's all EG tippers. So we got a mix up here, Mr. Disruptor. He's going to be moving to the position 4 this game. A little more exciting. A few more items. And I would say he's better enabled this game. They had a fantastic game last game for sure, but it wasn't really like this amazing Disruptor game necessarily. You knew they were going to get early BKBs on those heroes, so he didn't have a lot of time to shine. But this game, you kind of have some of the similar issues, but you have great allies for a Disruptor in the vision from both TA traps, the Naga illusions, and even something as simple as Torrent. Like all kinds of stuff you can do.
Well, and the thing that I'm going to be curious about, though, is if maybe Kaka plays it a little bit differently since it is a 4 position. If we see more points in the Thunderstrike this time as opposed to the Glimpse. It looked really good getting a ton in Glimpse, but he did end up not having quite as much farm.
So the points in Thunderstrike are for when you're trying to get some wave clear. And as well as points there. Damage in lane is, yeah, I think he'll be all right. If anything, Ollie's one under threat here, but Crit will just be able to slap him back a little bit. So, yeah, I would expect a few more points in there. There's no natural Dispel on the off lane this time for him to have to deal with. So,
Denied.
We'll have a better time of it there as Crit comes up here to join with Arteezy, and actually it's going to be Fly heading over towards the mid lane for the moment. Head back behind the tower is already 9-2 Ember versus the 4-2 on TA, but it's mainly because the creep wave's cut underneath the tower. A couple more CS there.
yeah, Fly's making the long trek down bottom, keeping his TP scroll, so a couple free levels. Doesn't want to stab anything away from Ramses right away, and then they'll be able to help each other out in this laning stage. Maybe try and bully that Disruptor this time.
Oh, able to get outside of that kinetic field there. Ramsey's still going to take a brunt of that damage with the Thunderstrike as Fly just running away from Arteezy, who is getting the slowdown right there. They'll back out afterwards. Creep wave underneath the tower, so they need to go back to those last hits for the Lifestealer.
Yeah, this is the old EG strat of like throwing the Naga in the Radiant off lane. They used to love doing this. Typically when they did it though, they did a very good job of pulling the creeps to ensure that they could just farm in front of the tower. But in this case, you can see Fly is just in behind the tower and saying, can they really contest me here with their heroes? Crit's gonna try and show them that he can, but so far, this is a bit risky, Crit. It's a lot of illusions. Yeah, he needed that clear. Did not get too many Riptides there from Fly.
Yeah, that could have gone really poorly otherwise.
And in fact, Crit has lots of regen left, so this looks great for him.
Uh-oh. Now it's going to be a quick TP away by Ollie, and down bottom, a bit more of a battle coming out. They get first blood. JT able to bring down the Coddle.
And here come the Sharks.
Very different feel to the EG lanes this time. Much more aggressive, especially in that top lane. Like, they're just constantly punching heroes. Like, creeps are just dying under the tower, while Arteezy's chasing a Lich and Crit is chasing the Naga.
Well, it was interesting because in that our interview that we saw, not this morning, but the other day, it seemed like EG were still trying to figure out a lot of things and, you know, trying to play more aggressive with this Night Stalker, but IG's game plan just came online so much earlier than EG's were, so they still had to play defensively. Now they've got a lineup that maybe can play a little bit more aggro. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, with like early infest ganks, you're gonna have the Inkswell to just throw on top of Abed and let him really dive and try and take over this game. And not getting slapped in the lane completely by the Zeus this time as he's versus this TA, which we've seen go both ways. Kind of, it feels like the new Queen Puck or some matchup like back in the day, skill-based kind of deal.
Right. Yeah, it's much less that way now between Puck and Queen.
Fly tried some cutesy plays, trying to bounce him into the Ancients there.
Almost did, but not quite. And the rune's going to spawn top. Looks like it's an arcane.
Look at Ollie. Like, I'll do it. Don't make me do it. Yeah.
All right. Give him a little bit of call out there. Grimstroke was heading over that direction too, so they could have maybe got a little bit pressure there onto Ollie had he not stuck around. Blinding Light pushback, but there's still creeps in range, so they won't take any tower shots.
JT can just dance it off.
So far, so good. Both teams feeling fairly comfortable with their positioning. The main thing that I'm looking at in these CS charts is that Naga Siren, who's kind of struggling. But I guess in the same way, it's Lifesteer who hasn't gotten a ton either. It's been a very back and forth fighty type lane up there, it feels like.
Yeah, there are a ton of creeps coming for RTZ right now, though. So expect him to take quite a lead.
So Abed makes this rotation down bottom.
Yeah, Crick got caught, though. Trying to go for that top rune. Looks like he'll be okay. Using the Inkswell defensively, but that's going to take both of their runes up top for the side of IG. But yeah, as I said, down bottom. Abed just gets both anyway, so 2-for-2 trade.
And that TP back towards mid does mean his potential to play aggressive is going to rely heavily upon finding another rune. As Crit steals away a couple of those small creeps, going to get the X TP back to Fountain heal up coming from Kunku as a bottle. Now JT back on the hunt.
That's fair. It's a balanced hero right there. Back full HP.
Gotta save your Void, man.
Now you just kill him, though, because then he can't TP back, right?
Oh, I like it. It is nighttime as well. Ramsey's known for playing aggro. And right now we're seeing the No Glimpse Disruptor at level 3. Wants to get all of that damage out. Ramsey's actually in some trouble. They're going to have an X again in a second, 2-1, and actually the Thunderstrike might just be enough.
Dude, that
X is going to connect.
Kaka wanted that kill. Because any other, like, if you want your core to get the kill, you instantly use a Thunderstrike. And he held that thing until he started getting low. You see that? That's a smart support player if he wants some items right there.
I see what you're saying. Did they get the deny on that rune there? Might have. Nonetheless, 6-minute rune not coming out. I think that was the Naga Siren denying that.
And Abed's got an empty bottle, so yeah, not feeling too hot.
He also kind of has his own version of it with a Remnant TP back if he wants to make that play, and it looks like he might have to as it's coming off cooldown now.
Emo just had to double sentry there. One in the mid and one off the side to catch one that was on the edge. Keep the sentry control mid.
Another round of X, but JT is just using it to try and save his own life. As Kaka is playing intercept between the Nightman and the Old Man.
Night and day. It's amazing what, you know, Dota brings everyone together.
That's right, it's true. Just gonna pull this creep wave back as well.
Isn't it funny how these guys used to be like the worst teammates in Dota, and now it's this like broken OP combo?
It was literally like GG if your team picked Night Soccer when you picked Coddle.
Yeah, you just wanted to build Ags as Coddle, like, oh cool. Nah, I just can't buy my best item now. Thanks, dude.
And they're really running after JT here.
Just running in circles.
Oh, can they break it? Not quite going to get the vision. If that would have been a void, could have been a kill, but now JT's coming back with full mana, and Crit is behind enemy lines. He could be in trouble if they get vision. Looks like they're just going to go on to fly here and force him back as well.
Yeah, there's no mana there on Kaka for like a glimpse or a static field, just nothing.
And the other thing that's great about this is that, you know, you come back to lane as JT with full mana and HP, but you can also bottle up Kaka, so you can keep spamming out all those Thunderstrikes. So we just see Abed retreat back to the jungle now, sitting second highest in the net worth behind Arteezy, who's had a very good game so far.
Yeah, really skyrocketed after that like triple creep wave came through and they had no way to contest him under the tower. Just so far ahead and heading in towards that Midas. Now he's going to do the self-pull off to the impossible, we like to call it there. That's the 58 seconds, guys, or 57 seconds, sorry. Ish, 55. I don't even know. I was thinking of the 48 when I said the 8, and then I got all confused in my brain.
Numbers are hard.
I tell you, the NA math is not that hot at 4 a.m.
Ramsey's going to pop the ulti, but the kinetic field's holding them back. They've got an X here as well, which they can throw onto him, but trying to chase the Void, Kaka is going to go down. So there wasn't really any way to stop Ramsey's from just being that aggressive self that he is. Torrent not going to connect, then he backs out.
Radiant's bottom.
You know, kind of interesting as we see Fly just TP away from Arteezy. We're seeing Kaka go for the now boots, but just straight Aghanims afterwards. This man's on a mission.
Yeah, this is what Tim's did too, I think, when he was playing it. There's really not anything else you need. This is the life. So your whole goal basically will be to nullify Arteezy. Like, it's already annoying when you have the ultimate for someone who relies on a spell for the BKB, right? Like the Life Stealer, because then it doesn't matter if the Ags or not, but then we've seen these lifestealer BKBs heading to the late game, which for like that insane combination of match community, and then of course Abed probably gonna want one at some point.
Yeah, it's that nice combo that you're talking about, the chakra with the range. As they find Fly along with a couple of illusions, Abed is going to be able to find that kill onto Naga Siren. They're getting close to that 10-minute bounties.
They're also smoking bottom to fight for the bottom ones as well. So JT gonna be backed up here. Fly's TPing out, and that might end up ditching Ramses here, but it's only 1 point in the glimpse.
They do have the boat though, and just going to be able to pull him back in. Boat's going to connect. The hit comes out. Torn is also down. Ramses going to eat the dirt. But it makes a little bit of space for Abed, I guess.
He wants that rune.
Glimpse away. And yeah, Kaka realizes if I go for that, I'm going to die. They do manage to pick up, looks like 4 bounty runes going the way of EG.
And that should send up the Midas here for Arteezy. Well, Fly having a bit of a hard start here. Not a lot. All right, they got some big ancient stacks for Emo. Of course, you don't get to take those when you're the Naga player on this team, unfortunately. But at least this is a Radiant side TA. Feels like all the TAs we've seen have been Dire side. And this pull, why people like the Radiant. Much easier to do this. And up on the Dire side.
Yeah, most definitely. Let's get into that one. Abed just keeps on spamming out that chat line. It's what all the Embers love to do. He was forcing back the Naga. Looks like he's going back for that Veil build himself. And going to give this lane for the moment to crit as he heads off to the top side. Try and clear through these jungle stacks that Fly has been nursing here. Oh, smoked. So that means it's not going to stack.
So they're smoking wall crit showing mid. Sorry. Interesting as well.
Be a nice play for him.
Trying to use Ramsey's ultimate here to make a turnaround play. There are 3 heroes here.
It's a little bit dangerous. Abed comes in, doesn't throw out any chains, no points in it yet, so there's very limited control. Can they find anybody? Crit looking for the chase. Emperor continuing to run it forward, gets the Inkswell stun onto Kaka, has the Static Storm available, has not dropped it yet, not been able to slight dodge.
So they're gonna
He's
find
not gonna get
Ollie
caught.
too.
And they take out the Lich.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's
Yeah, no
middle
really make a
tower
save
is
there.
under
It's not like
attack.
Naga can like TP in or do anything. She's not gonna have Song this early, which EG know. And TA, a hero that
Radiant's top
she has like a
tower is
plan
under
in the mid,
attack.
right? She's like, I'm clearing this wave, I'm going back, I'm stacking this, I'm clearing these ancients. Like she wants to be stacking these dragons right now, but looks like she got maybe a little bit off there. They're
Dire's
feeding.
middle tower is under attack.
And has to head back to this lane against the Life Stealer, who has had a very, very nice time going towards that Radiance, which we've seen more than a few times on this hero.
Just a couple.
You know, it's almost like it's really good.
You can almost call it meta, just about.
TA is up there against the Life
Well,
Stealer
that was a
now.
lot
They
of
chase
damage.
him. They're not going to get him. They do have the slowdown from the trap, tries to jump inside of the creep. No, he doesn't have it best. He was baiting, and then he gets the kill off the side blades. Is he blocked in by his own creep?
Temple D.
Yeah, that got a little ugly.
Oh, no.
And the worst part though is that his Midas is ready.
Radiant's middle tower.
The
is
true
under
pain.
Great.
Dire's
A nice
top
rotation
tower
there
is
from
under
Emo.
attack.
Kaka getting it done early on here. 1, 2, and 3 on the Disruptor to start things off, and already has that point booster. They're gonna see that outside of EG and be like, that's annoying. You know, this is not a fun hero to play against for any core, because he's AoE Doom.
And what you're seeing is just the stacking up of those camps, and that's part of what's allowing him to get that gold.
Dude, that adds up so fast.
Yeah.
Stacking camps is the way to go, guys. Especially when you're position 5. Because like everyone thinks you're so selfless, but in reality you're just doing it for selfish reasons. Very important for keeping the commends up. Keep you at a low prio, guys. Get your stacks on.
Be a friend, be a pal,
I know you Twitch chatters need the advice.
be a support.
I've seen what you write. You guys are definitely in low prio. That I can guarantee.
Oh my god. We're supposed to get them to like us, my man. Just
Dude, there's no hope whenever
There's
like
nothing.
you know TNC's playing or something. I know those guys aren't playing regular games.
Oh my god. Alright, we got the boat coming in. It's gonna connect now onto Ramses. He pops the ultimate just to escape. How close are we here? We've got Aghanim Scepter and 2,000 gold for the Night Stalker if he can get there. Veil. Big old rotation down bottom. They know this Night Stalker ultimate's on cooldown.
This feels
Nighttime.
faster than
Dire's
Arteezy's.
middle tower
I
is
feel like
under
Arteezy's
attack.
was like 18 minutes.
I mean, they were kind of getting bodied last
Oh yeah,
game,
no, I
though.
mean, of course.
Oh, X is going to get the pullback in with the glimpse, which means eventually he's coming back to this spot. It's JT trying to control, still hanging on with that DD rune if they want to use it, but this fight's gotten really sloppy. Ramses, 40 seconds until nighttime, but it might not be soon enough. Does have the silence available as well as the void as they're thinking about chasing in. They've got the X coming back afterwards. Meanwhile, the Will-O-Wisp is going to get dropped down. Nighttime in 30 seconds. Can they chase? Big Ink Swell coming through with the silence and the stroke of fate. It's a ton of damage. All of EG is in this area, but the song, it's there in time. Emo doesn't have a TP though. They have to stick around. Torrent looking for the catch. It's not quite there. Ramsey still looking for the follow-up finish. He's in biz. They don't know he's over there, but they managed to find the kill, the Ink Swell. So they lose that TA. Can they find any more?
And then Fly lives at 30 HP. At least no one else went down. Like, what if Naga had to die?
Yeah, that's true.
TP out. She gets top for the bounty rune. RT's going to be a little bit too late for that one. But also, while that fight was going on bottom, Abed just ran the entire way to the mid tier 1 and just killed Ollie. He chased him all the way down to the river, got that kill, then TP back to the tier 1 on the bottom lane to rejoin for that engagement. Oh, we have a replay.
Let's go check it out. Fancy, fancy. So yeah, you can see here just wanting to stay alive as long as possible, and Kato can just be such a thorn in the side of these fights.
And he's just holding that Will-O-Wisp too for like that perfect moment where it's like, oh, okay, yeah, they've gone too far. Start the TP, Abed. Let's turn and burn.
And you can see even though they take it down, oh my god, it's just really hard to deal with. And Emo, no TP, and that's what ended up costing him.
Ping, 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 ping. Well, it's just like, yo, this guy.
Let's get him. And yeah, I think, you know, Emo trying to play the sneaky play, but able to burn through his refractions with Ember and then find the finish.
Well, we, in our sneaky ways, have hidden the kill on Kaka, as he did die there, it looks like, to Abed. So, count another one up for the Ember Spirit. 3, 0, and 3. Now, the real play is we show a replay of that, and then miss another kill, and we could go down like a Russian doll of replays. What do you think?
That sounds like an awful idea.
All right.
Also, Nightstalker popped ultimate down bottom. Ramsey's not able to find the TPing away. Not sure if that was Ollie or who, but regardless, IG don't lose a hero there.
It was JT.
That would have been a big one.
Yeah. That's why I went for it. Abed in behind. Has observer vision, but they also had vision on him there. And oh, level 3. Not quite enough.
Drop down that sentry immediately. Abed's just going to TP up to the top lane, push this out, defend the tier 1 tower. Strength of this Ember. In the meantime, Crit gonna get clipped by that Torrent, and Emo just walks in and takes that kill easy as pie. Paintbrush falls onto the ground.
Your admiral is on board.
And a big arrow drawn here from EG, it looks like, saying, yo, Abed, they're all coming top, dude.
Oh, and they're going into the pit. Nightstalker Aghanims is just now finished. Arteezy is 400 gold from Radiance right now.
They're coming.
Oh, Arteezy's not in this fight, though. Okay, so he's going to back out.
They're backing. They don't have, like, the same kind of coddle spam that we saw in our previous series to try and help this along. And a blinding light here. At least he didn't waste the Will-O-Wisp.
Dire's top tower.
X onto Abed. Needs to find some creeps to go for the slight dodge, or he's just going to eat the Torrent and be fine with it. But yeah, that ward that was placed down on that bottom rune spot is going to keep IG from ending up in a bad fight. And
they're probably going to go fight now because they have 2 minutes until daytime, and Arteezy can infest this Radiance right now.
See if they go for it. Static Storm kind of whiffed there by Kaka. Nobody left to go. They have the Will-O-Wisp down as well. EG in striking distance now as they throw out that Void. Gonna find themselves a kill onto Kaka. So 2 dead. And already you can see the strength of this line so much stronger than we saw in game number 1.
Yeah, and that was without any help from Arteezy, really. In fact, that wasn't even that much damage overall. It was like 2,700 damage. It was just a massive control, forcing IG to retreat and leave their fellow dead behind.
They might have an inkling that something's going on over there as they head up onto the high ground. But Naga Siren is going to retreat in that top lane and not show herself as
Ollie playing a dangerous game here.
They know. They see him underneath that ward. Emo up on the high ground. Are they trying to bait this out? Emo is up on the high ground, melded. This doesn't feel like it's going to be that great. as he's walking in wanting to find a pickoff, but he's kind of just Radiance burning down, and all of his heroes are dying. He's still melted, does find the kill on the fly. Is that the moment where they decide to fight now? Night Stalker pops his ultimate, trying to chase, does have emos in the sights, but the boat's coming out again as well. Silence out, doesn't connect onto anybody. JT just wanted it for the boat buff, and with that, it looks like the Rage chase down punch, it's not going to be enough. Arteezy needs to back out. He's going to get caught there for the moment. Now the pull back in, Root is there as well. X, I don't think this is good enough. Ramsey's just diving into the base in his ultimate form.
He's about to lose his ulti though, he needs to be careful.
The burn down. Now they're not going to tempt fate any further.
All right, you sure about that?
Oh, maybe they are. All right, they're just going to come in and get a quick old pickoff and then get the remnant out afterwards. Real nifty. But again, respecting Kako with the Static Storm, which is just coming back up. And now finding another. The silence is down. Emo is in trouble, but they do drop down that Static Storm. Arteezy shows back up. The punch is coming in onto the Night Stalker. He's walking away, though. That's not going to be enough for the kill. They're not able to take this fight.
I mean, they're forcing out bad spells. Over, like, the last two Static Storms have pretty much done nothing. They've both been used as, defensively to try and help out the core heroes here, and both times it has failed for Kaka, so really needs to just get back on the grind and head in towards his Aghanims, I think.
Man, Abed came to play in this game number 2. He has had a fabulous Ember game. 5-0-8 so far on that Ember.
He's had some of the best individual plays of the entire tournament in terms of like whole game performances.
Yeah.
I guess Storm Spirit game was just,
Radiant's middle tower
I mean, maybe that game was just
attack.
completely free, but my God, he just went all over Liquid in that one.
It's true. So Lifesteal heading back for the armlet afterwards. And we've got 2 components of the Aghanim Scepter from Disruptor. And something that you said there does make me maybe a little bit trepidatious about talking up EG at this moment, is that they haven't really had that fight that IG wanted yet. Maybe that's because, like, EG just naturally make everything chaotic with their heroes, but I'm wondering if IG get their fight during daytime, like, do things change at all?
Well, here's what can happen. There's a song. If there is a song that catches them and you get put into the AoE Doom, that's what makes this combination absolutely broken.
Okay.
Right? Like, a fight, that fight's just over. I mean, do they have any way to save someone? Like, even if you Will-O-Wisp over top of that, it's still going to be really hard for those heroes to play their game.
True enough. That's what we're going to have to watch for from IG, see if they can make the magic combination work. As
Dude, Emo's all about this.
He sets up in the chat, sees Lifesteal head towards, he's like, I'm out of here, guys. No more.
Another great ward there from Fly. Man, his warding's been so good this game.
Middle tower is
But
under
like that high ground ward remained. Now he's got that ward over on the stairs that like stays away from sentries get placed on the high ground. Just so you can, again, just keep this deeper vision here and spot sneaky little plays like that Emo tried.
And time and again, we've been seeing this EG lineup sit just up there on that high ground, in between the tier 1, or rather the tier 2 top and tier 2 mid, controlling that high ground while pressuring the towers.
IG have found pretty much the only place on the map they can go.
It's under attack.
Well, level 10 talent for that Night Stalker, getting 200 health as Arteezy takes down the tier 2. In the meantime, IG is all set up top, hoping for somebody to come back to defend, and they are going to see Abed move in, but with his BKB, there's nothing they can do to this guy. And Ollie, please leave me alone. Oh, no, he
Oh, he whiffed it.
Oh, man.
It's a bit rough.
Just lost vision there for a sec.
Bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
It's easy pressuring this out. Emo takes the bottom tier 1.
He's got this going for him, right? He just has Rage TP. They don't have it.
Oh, can they set it up in time? Oh, they got him caught. Okay, he's done. He's silenced. Arteezy trying to walk away. He's raged. He's running, but Emo got him in the sights.
I guess I didn't factor in the ward high ground. I can song before he sees me. That is an issue.
Yeah. That one's kind of rough, and they lose the lifesteal. Decide to go in afterwards. No song available, no Static Storm. What's Party? Ollie gonna get caught there. The Chain Frost bouncing. She's gonna head all the way the other direction as the glimpse comes out. Kunkka gets the BKB delivered as Abed trying to run down Fly. He's gonna have another round of the Remnant and Chains in a second. Tort trying to interrupt, not gonna connect there. Onto Abed though, as Fly has the pushback now onto JT, and he's just gonna BKB TP away. Abed wanting to chase, gets the Remnant. No, the Manta dodge to get away though. And you know Ramsey's thought about it. You know he thought about it. And glimpsed. Oh.
Abed's coming back to help. Savior buddy syndrome in full effect here.
Abed wanting to save him, wanting to keep him alive. They're burning down somewhat low. They have the Will-O-Wisp out. Almost able to find that kill. Take down the Kunkka. And now, suddenly, you pull me back in. I'm ready to party. Avenge me. Please, yells Ramses. Although it looks like the Remnant away is going to be enough to get Abed out of there.
That was good because they fully committed with like crit coming through and helping with a couple spells there too. Aiding with the ink swell, always good for that extra bit of control.
Just like that. 25 minutes, it's a 9,000 gold lead.
Radiant's top tower
To get
is
ready
under
for the next
attack.
round of bounty runes to spawn. Is there a point, you think that EG could think about doing Roshan themselves, or is it pretty much just control the map at this stage?
They're really not gonna get maybe Solar.
They got Medallion just now on crit, it looks like.
Oh, did he? All right,
Just
well then,
finished
yeah,
it.
they're definitely thinking Roche.
Okay.
Okay, then yeah, that's the play, all right. I thought that DD they might have saved it for Arteezy. I was surprised they didn't just try and defend it, but there is like Radiant Vision in the area. Oh, I like that ward too. That like
Radiant are scanning.
little low in the river Radiant ward by Roche. Very unlikely to get dewarded.
That is a nifty.
They have to get a little bit creative because they know they're behind in the Vision game. Like Flies had so many deep wards.
Abed throws the Remnant behind just to make sure that he doesn't end up in trouble. Still sitting fairly comfortably. We've got 500 gold until the Aghanim's gonna be online.
I can like feel Kaka right now because this Naga Siren on his team is pushing out every single lane. So the only like safe lane to farm goes to your TA. There's no like death lane where you can just go to and your team doesn't care if you die and you get like 4 waves of farm.
All right.
But that doesn't exist when you have a Naga on your team. So he's just like passively trying to gain gold out to this Aghanims. And it feels terrible.
Oh, they got the T-ward. Oh, because of the TA trap. So they dropped the sentry in to make sure that there wasn't a TA trap there. And they're able to get the D-ward.
Well, now they're going to be like, well, we don't see them. Is anyone coming? Oh my god, Kaka, hit a creep, dude.
He doesn't get
Someone
it.
help this man.
He doesn't get to.
It's, I don't know if you can commit to this if he's not allowed to farm. He's so close. Oh, Ember's here. Like, she's just like, look, she's now laying down traps too. All right. You must just go to the small camp, dude. You're not getting a lane.
No farm for you. Oh,
He's
there we
keeping
go.
into the jungle. Yeah, I'm gonna go take 2 minutes to kill a hell bear, guys.
And in the meantime, you got these BKBs that are coming out on these heroes. And they are ready to rumble. They run right on in to the Kunkka, who is just going to try and TP away. They're not even close to burning through him there. You get that AC done on Arteezy, that might be a dead Kunkka.
All right, they're stacking for Kaka.
They're ready.
This is it. This is it. Emo, go away, dude. Come on.
They're leaving it for him.
It never ends, guys. Look, no matter how good you get at Dota, there's still always going to be a core player doing this to you. All right, so he'll just passively wait now. And now that Roche is dead, and the Aghanims is complete.
All right. Right at the time when they don't want to fight.
Perfect.
Dire's middle
Just
tower
as
is
we
under
planned. They have 2.5 minutes until daytime.
Yeah.
I could see them. I guess it's true. You really don't want a song to Aegis, but they're down. They're smoking up.
Flyfly's got a centaur on him. The Naga Siren sends out those illusions to try and cut the waves. Oh. Ooh. He's out.
Oh, this is going to be a lot harder with that song, though, because he doesn't have Aether Lens. He doesn't even have Tranquils. He doesn't have anything. He's
IG all TP. Okay, Flyfly TP'd out. All the rest of his team smoked up nearby, but they're underneath the ward now. So EG have a good idea. This is going. Oh no, they're right there. All right, Song. BKBs are out. They've got BKBs of their own. Are they going to be able to make it happen? Not quite in time. They don't get anything off. The turnaround, it's not there at all. They're going to lose this Night Stalker. Possibly no. They can't quite bring him down. And now Arteezy in the midst of all of them trying to just beat Emo down to death. He is going to get feared, pulled back in. The X afterwards. He gets pulled even closer in. But nobody wants to deal with this Lifestealer. He's just getting dragged around to get ran away from. So they lose one. It's a big one in Abed. They couldn't take down Ramses.
But they did it. The combo worked, ladies and gentlemen. That BKB on Abed rendered useless. weren't able to get damage on the Ramses, as he said. It was close, but a couple more items on the TA, and maybe they're able to clear up a couple heroes there. I would not expect it to be a Moon Shard. Didn't Emo do this earlier too? Pretty sure I saw Emo do this build.
He might have. There was somebody that did that, like a Hyperstone or something like that.
Very interesting.
I mean, it is cool if you can get to that level 25 and get in a couple more hits during the bash.
He's just glass cannon all the way, like full-on damage during the AoE Doom. I'm into that.
I think that it's a very cool way to play Dota in general. To just like stick to your guns, say, I am going to play my own individual style. I know like how I want to play this hero. Meta be damned.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Works really well at the highest level of Dota.
Does. I feel like there was an unsaid sentence after that coming from you.
Radiant's bottom
As Lifestealer chasing.
Yeah, Ramses, he doesn't want to commit the ulti because they know JT just has BKB. So there's like no point chasing him. He just has a free escape every time.
Bounty runes.
Arteezy's almost into that basher though, so he's looking to end that pretty soon. And the lead has dwindled down to 8K.
All right.
Age is still available for another 2 minutes at the moment for EG.
And again, it's nice just to be able to take that away from TA. You don't even necessarily have to get a ton done with it. Certainly losing Abed earlier on was not in the game plan. But it is daytime now, so they have the ability to pop Night Stalker ulti if they want. To be careful about not overextending specifically against Kaka. Speaking of Kaka, he's going to run close and TP away. They just get out.
I was like, oh, get your tome, Kaka, your tome. It's on the courier. Oh, God. Ugh. Ah, well, he'll realize soon enough once he doesn't have his talent for the next fight. He'll be like, man, didn't I buy a tome? You know, a core player took the courier. Just saying, it was Naga. It was going to Kaka, and Naga's like, well, I'm in the middle of the map and need a TP, so I have to bring the courier out. And now your Disruptor's level 14.
You're not bitter about our pubs at all.
No. I've been in all these situations. I mean, this is Kaka's fault at this point.
That's true.
Gotta get your tomes.
And look at this. He just walks high ground, hitting away at that tier 3 tower. There's not a whole lot that they can do to stop this.
This is pretty much the best use of this Aegis, right? Like try and force a big ultimate on the Aegis. Only another 52 seconds left though.
So be careful about that timing for sure.
Get your tome.
Fnac still hanging on to that armlet if he wants to use it to heal back up a little bit. Wait for the Frost Shield to wear off. They're going to fort this creep wave coming in. Glimpse back Arteezy, pops the Rage, and now they're hitting away onto this tier 3 tower. Torrent not going to land on any of the heroes. Still hanging onto that armlet as he burns down lower. Aegis not down. Remnant away whilst the X came out. So Abed doesn't get pulled back in. And it looks like they're going to play it safe.
There you got Fly giving the tome to Arteezy. It's better than it fermenting on the courier.
Meld the spells. Emo's away.
Good choice this game. They have the
there's the tome coming.
Naga for the extra damage.
It's heading out towards the Naga for that heart.
All right, Kaga, intercept this thing. I believe in you.
Ain't happening.
He's forgotten. Maybe he bought it for someone else.
Could be.
Oh, he got it. Yes.
Level 15.
I assume he takes the cast range. You have Aghanims. I'm pretty sure you take the cast range.
Not sure. He doesn't know what he wants.
Oh, he took another level.
Okay.
That's also fine. Disruptor has very good spells.
You can see ever since this Aegis is expired, it's EG not wanting to play as aggressively across the rest of the map. Comfortable with the current state of the game. How concerned are you about this Naga Siren Heart that just got picked up on top of Diffusal Manta?
Well, it's Heart versus Lifestealer, so it loses a little bit of value at the very least. So there's that. But still very good. The most annoying thing is the illusions. It just means that, you know, they're very hard to clear out, especially for something like Keeper of the Light or Grimstroke. It's just, you know, you rely on a lot of magic damage to try and clear these things, and they are very difficult. You know, your Embers and whatnot, they don't really care so much, but they're trying to go for the song. They go for it at max range here.
Oh, they see it on the illusion or on the creeps though, and Arteezy just backs out. I think he's like, something's going on, guys.
He's like, yep.
And they're gonna glimpse him away. Gonna use open wounds there on that illusion. Realize, okay, that is an illusion.
Just gonna make sure though.
Yeah. That's the way to do it.
It was.
Got him.
Fly using full value in that smoke though, and goes to a bit of a dangerous spot, but he's going to keep that pressure in the top lane. Those creeps are getting close to the tier 3 top. Maybe he can drive them back as Ramses.
Oh, it's about to be nighttime naturally anyway, so they chase down Mr. Lich. And
geez.
Ollie, there's just nowhere to go. Apparently only got 40 nighttime kills, but that's enough.
That was just aggressive. Nothing you can do.
And look, just right here again, they take down that tier 3 tower like it's nothing. Rage is back up because of the chakra, and they back out, can clear out all of the shrines. This is about as cookie cutter of a game as it gets for EG. Definitely struggled in game number 1, but here, game number 2, off the back of a solid performance from Abed in the mid game and Arteezy just being mega farmed in the late game. Things are looking good.
Yeah, not really feeling our boy Emo this game, are we? Didn't really have the best start to the game in terms of trying to get aggressive. Like you would expect that to be the Kunkka and the TA roaming around with these two supports. That if you get an edge in the laning stage, they are very good offensive foursome together. Like the Lich just buffs up the Kunkka or the TA while they dive in, and then Disruptor is just always getting that and one kill. But they didn't really have significant tower pressure. Probably made it a little bit more difficult for them. And then the TA just didn't get that big snowball going. But Emo now completing the crit, the Moonshard, and moving towards the second crit. So perhaps now he'll have that big damage that they're looking for as we approach that next Roche fight. Very quick spawn here.
That is a quick one, dang. And something you got to watch out for here on EG definitely is Naga Siren finished off a Blink Dagger. They're going to have vision in the pit because of that trap. So they'll know that it is a quick Roche spawn time. And that's going to be something they really need to be careful about.
Don't worry.
They got to be so careful about this, though. Like, Naga Blink to initiate and then follow up with Disruptor. It can go badly very quickly, and they're going to smoke up.
And he did take the cast range, so it's a little bit better for Kaka.
Oh, easy. Backing away. They're heading over this direction, though. Who are they going to find? Abed's just right there, and he breaks the smoke. All right, he's gone.
Where's the what did you learn?
Oh, we need it. It hasn't been 5 minutes since he pressed it again.
Another smoke. That's the solution. They just smoke up again. All right, that one was a fluke, guys.
And oh, sheep. Okay, out. Static Storm. And no, the glimpse away. They pull him out of the Static Storm. That's not how that's supposed to go. And now they're all going to go down as the chase comes out. Ramsey's BKB is popped. They're trying to song to get away. JTTP, is it going to be enough? Looks like it will. But Emo, the one left behind, they lose 3. Oh, the tip. Oh, it hurts. God. That man had a family. Oh.
Oh, yeah, Ramses and Arteezy just get in on it after, like the hype men after. They're just like, yeah, get it with the tip crit. Let's see it again.
And let's see when his heart literally broke right again. Oh, God.
Scythe Ultimate. I'm so sorry, everybody. Well, we might have to cut that one short because they're currently diving in the base, almost getting Fly.
Taking the tier 3 tower, taking the racks. EG looking very good in this game number 2 with no song available. 23 seconds away. Static Storm about to be back up as well. Maybe a little bit of revenge can be had for IG here.
He's going to have to freehand it. Let's see. He's going to have to wait another 13 seconds, but your buildings.
Now the Rage is down there. Arteezy, Hex comes out. Now the X, looking for the Torrent, but the Chakram's there. Boat, it connects. Going to stun, but Abed runs into the back lines, finds a couple. Song of the Siren is going to get out. Kaka, very low. The Glimmer Cape is going to keep him alive. They drop it. Oh, Arteezy. This one's for you, dude. As he is going to drop a look at the turnaround that comes from this formed up Night Stalker. They buy back on that Lifestealer, trying to chase, seeing if they can find a kill. Emo on top of him. Hex comes out. Okay, they got the control, but do they have the damage? Can they kill off Abed? He's revealed within vision. X making triangles every which way. He's coming back here in a second. What? They get the finish. They take him down.
Why did he buy back?
I don't know. He was mad. Fly is also going to die. That wasn't how that's supposed to go.
All right. I think he must have thought that Abed had a remnant and he could like come home and get him because he had Infest.
Oh,
So
that
I'm
could have
thinking
been.
he probably thought like, all right, like put Remnant down, TP home, come get me, like reset, and we'll just finish off this lane of racks.
All right, they are mass buying back.
Well, they went high ground without Aegis, so they don't really have a choice now.
Okay. Oh God, this is
One of those
looking.
ways.
What's Trent? This is looking a little scary.
A song up at 10.
They've got the static storm back up again too.
Oh, he's so close to level 18, half a
Oh,
level.
wow.
Scanning.
40-minute tome even.
EG, what are you doing?
All right, now just dive.
Oh, it all began with the tip.
Just go, Ramses.
It all began with the
Surely this can only end well.
tip. They're thinking about it. He wants to. Oh, he's going in. Oh, it's dangerous.
Oh, that's good.
The pop, though, right on top of the Lich. They kill off the Kunkka as well. Kaka said, all right, none of them got buyback. EG, they knew their moment. They found it. Going to be able to find Fly looking for that song. He is going to be able to get away from that route in just a second.
Oh,
the
the
chase
Willow.
is coming. Will-O-Wisp found this Naga Siren. And Manta style, blink away, tries to live. Looks like you will. But EG with 3 dead are going to be able to clean up Roche.
Oh, beautiful jump in there from Ramses. Finds the 2 supports huddled tightly around each other, thinking it would protect them, but lo, it does not. You just both get evaporated and eviscerated by this rampaging beast that bursts forth from another rampaging beast. It's a terrifying Kinder Egg surprise.
You know, people talk about, like, what would be the scariest world to live in. Dota might be the scariest video
Dota
game
is
world.
definitely- Imagine this guy jumping out of that blue guy. Like, my God.
Yeah, look at that face. That's not the face of Mercy.
I don't even know what that is.
Look at it. It's spooky.
I think the Night Stalker one's worse because, like, the
It
fly
opens up.
flange.
Yeah, the flange.
It's got 3 flanges.
Not in my nature, but
Isn't that like a musical instrument or something?
Only in your dreams.
Fair enough. I played clarinet back in the day. So
That
let's go
doesn't surprise me.
into the next round.
I think it
41
comes
minutes.
with your turtle deck.
That's true.
Little combo pack down a target.
Play a little Benny Goodman for you.
Radiant's top
Let's
tower
see.
is under attack.
So Ramses, he's going to have that nullifier back up. Still sitting with limited buybacks on the side of EG. None in the game.
All right, where's the combo? Come on.
I can do it.
Come on, IG. Let's go.
They're looking for it.
Show
X
me.
to start, X to follow. Chase down comes, but there's the E-Blade to save a life for at least a moment. Can they get any more
He's
rages
not
out?
ulting. He's not
Fly.
It's the Aegis.
Okay.
Gotta save it.
Well, nope, they're going to use it on Abed. They want to kill him off. He doesn't have a BKB or buyback, rather. Jade Frost bounces over to him. He's dead. 2 minutes, no buyback. Can they find any more Rams? He's trying to go off there, but with Lich and Disruptor already dead, it's feeling a little bit tough. JT also to fall. And this time, Naga Siren does not have all that many friends left to help her out in this
Radiant's
defense.
top tower is under
I was gonna say, I feel like he hasn't. He's died twice this whole game.
Yeah.
He just keeps walking away from fights, leaving a trail of blood in his wake.
The
His
blink
allies'
is pretty
blood.
cool. I like the blink, Naga.
It makes
Radiant's
sense
top
for the
tower
only
is
way they
under
could win
attack.
fights at the point in the game where they had a chance to turn this around.
Right.
Not to say, I guess it's not impossible now, but their best opportunity
Radiant's
was
top
the
tower
second he got that blink. They had the Aghanims. Maybe we can
Radiant's
do
top
this,
tower.
but it would have been a pretty miraculous turnaround even by that combination standards.
I mean, they're holding. You got Naga BKB just done. TA has buyback as well. And it doesn't look like EG feel fully confident going high ground since Abed's still dead.
They have double gem now too on Dayman and Nightman. So they can secure everything outside of IG's base.
You know, I'm not going to call it like this is, you know, anything other than EG feeling very, very confident right now. But if you look at the buyback status, it's a long time for EG before they're back up. If you wipe them here as IG, there's a chance you could just run down a lane, particularly with this like Moonshard Deso build that you got on TA.
All right, now let me counterpoint you here.
Tell me about
It's a long time until the IG buybacks are ready.
it. Okay,
So if EG wiped them,
that's fair.
they could just walk down and win the game.
That's true.
Whoa, Dota.
We got some
Dyer's
interesting
middle tower
analysis
is under
going on
attack.
here.
Got to be alive to cast your spells.
True enough. And ever since that one big fight that we saw in the pit where, you know, the Naga Siren set up with the Disruptor, it's been feeling like EG have been playing around that combination a lot better. They've only been able to find like 1, maybe 2 of the heroes in it.
Just valuing Aegis
Right.
Typically, you value buybacks as well. Like Arteezy was basically, that's probably why he bought back so instantly too, is that it's like versus Chrono. It's like, okay, they used that thing. It's the only way they can kill me. I'm just buying back and getting back into the fight. But unfortunately, he couldn't get back into the fight in that moment.
Invisibility.
Not bad. 25. We're getting towards some of those other ones in the near future. Already the TA has hers. That's a big one.
Moonshard too. And the Nullifier basically done.
I mean, like I said, this lineup has some scary team fight in it.
How much HP are though? Like, what's the armor HP? I mean, Ember 23 armor. You know, maybe there's a Naga nearby. She manages to hit a Riptide. Bit scary.
It really is. Exists a world where they can make.
Is Riptide not one word? I always thought Riptide was one word. Now I feel really stupid.
Rip the tide. You don't play Naga.
Well, no, I just mean like in real life.
Oh, okay. So
There are things called Riptides.
it's true.
Like this would be more
Public
like
service
rest in peace
announcement.
tide.
A little bit of a. Well, no, because it's the. We don't need to get into specifics, but for public service announcement for all you people out there, if you're in a Riptide, swim sideways. Otherwise, you're just swimming against the power of the ocean. Then you're going to eventually drown.
It is a common misnomer for a rip current. So yeah, it's Riptide is 2 words, not one word, guys. Wow.
The more you learn.
I've learned so much from Dota. So much valuable, life-changing knowledge.
It's true. Just some more right now. We got 4 racks left on the map for IG. And they are stuck in their base.
Marks the spot.
EG not feeling fully ready to run in there is Aegis.
It never feels good when you look something up and the first thing you see is the Urban Dictionary where it's like, how idiots spell Riptide. It's like, damn it.
Uh-oh. 2 of them.
Where's Disruptor?
Gotta be careful, though. Ramsey's coming in to try and save the day. He's getting the silence off. They can't get it off in time. Oh, they found and killed Kaka. The beautiful play from Ramsey saves the day. Chain Frost, it don't matter. They're going to chase down this Naga Siren, trying to get the punches, so there isn't a blink away as the blink forward comes from the Night Stalker. One after the other. This BKB only lasts a couple more seconds as GG is called. We're going to a game 3.
Excellent. This series deserved it. Unfortunately, 2 very one-sided games, it kind of feels like. I was hoping for some more back and forth. Although this game wasn't always like...
30 seconds to battle.
First blood. Ha! The blade of axe has tasted first blood.
The battle begins.
You lose face and life.
Not according to plan. All according to plan. Invisibility.
Denied.
All according to plan.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Haste.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Money to
Bounty
burn.
which my matriarch would prize. Almighty money.
Some things were just not meant to be.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Not going to happen. Double damage.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has been denied. Dire's
That
middle
went
tower
well,
is under
according
attack.
to plan.
Dire are scanning.
With my thanks.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This should make my life easier.
Matriarch arrived.
Going anywhere.
To the net.
Evil geniuses turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Evil geniuses turn to pick. Radiant team pick.
Mirana.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Game number 3 is right here. Don't fear, because we've already got a draft for you guys. IG versus EG winner goes on. Loser, get the hell out. You're gone. We already see Mirana first banned in both games is now going to get left in and be first pick.
Damn.
What else is changing up here? Night Stalker actually banned by the team of
Radiant
first pick.
team
Cap, a little surprised.
Yeah, I am a little bit surprised. So, with it, maybe they were setting up for they wanted Alchemist or Mirana. Like they see those 2 heroes, 3 heroes are left in the pool in that regard,
Evil
right? And they're like,
geniuses
okay,
turn to
something is gonna get let out that we like. Good abandoned choice. Kanka's good versus Mirana, but Mirana's still a 4 position, so. Yeah. Like countering the 4 doesn't feel that good unless it's from a defensive stand. Like countering the arrow stun is really important.
Evil
What does it
geniuses
say though?
turn to
Kunka
ban.
have a first
Whoa.
2.
OD in the first 2 as well.
I mean, Odin works really well against both of those heroes.
That's what I was
so
thinking,
if
yeah.
they're willing to pick up 2 heroes that OD is. Sure. I mean, I guess you can OD. I hope the ban next.
Hello.
Hello. But I guess as well what the so with that OD like the Kunkka and the Abaddon like well the Abaddon's not going to be mid, and the Kunkka won't be mid right as well. It's going to be again what JT on the side lane.
Yeah, and maybe
We assume.
Like
maybe
well, there's no
5
you
Abaddon.
can't send Kunkka mid right.
Well, you
Against
shouldn't.
OD.
You shouldn't.
But who knows? We've seen some crazy stuff in this
Evil
game.
Yeah, maybe you just think it's good in the game and you know you're going to get dumpstered, but I highly doubt they will.
Yeah.
So do you think it's going to be the guaranteed 5 Abaddon? Because if you're Kunka 3,
I
gotta have
think
a
that
five.
is most likely the case, but
Yeah.
I think they have an opening. I am most interested, by the way, in this draft to see what Fly plays, because he has played 5 Gyrocopter games,
Yeah.
2 Drow Ranger games, 2
Ten
Morphling
seconds
games,
remaining.
a Love Stealer, a Chaos Knight, a Faceless Void, a
5
Naga.
seconds remaining.
He does play a decent amount of
So-
heroes, but mostly Gyro.
Mostly Gyrocopter.
Mostly.
They have a strong preference for that Gyrocopter. And 2 of those heroes, Naga Siren and Phantom Assassin, they did not win with. So, I'm just sort of seeing like a little bit of if they're gonna pick up some different than what they've played well so far.
And with the OD pick now,
I think
we've been seeing it last band a lot, not very very much pick this the hero from the mid lane that can carry, and we haven't really seen Abed play those heroes, right? Even as Ember, he played amazingly, but he wasn't the carry hero. Now, you kind of are.
No, I think obviously the big one that's in the pool that would be lovely beside that OD would be the Ramses Only Knight, surely, right? It's not been banned out yet.
10 seconds remaining.
Obviously, you know, Ramses sort of other options like the Abbas would be taken away by
5
IG.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, you've got to look to something that's going to be able to buff this OD up and keep him strong, keep him safe. Even if I don't know if they might be able to fit in like the Ogre as well into their draft EG. I just want to look at stuff that's going to really amp up this sort of to carry the game on OD.
I've got a question. Surprised EG didn't ban him? Were they not worried about that hero?
Radiant team
I am surprised about that, but I think they wanted to attack at least one lifeline hero.
Okay.
And I think the Draver is like, they've already picked it twice. I think it's good versus OD, so handle that.
Yeah.
I think the Puck is good against these heroes, but I probably would have been.
I know, I think Abed and Emma both said Puck versus OD
10
is a really
seconds
weird
remaining.
matchup where you think OD maybe should win, but Puck does a lot of the time.
I mean,
5 seconds remaining.
Sniper is still the hero to destroy OD. You don't want to play Sniper because it's a bad
It's
hero.
Sniper. Yeah, I feel
Even though the
that's why
matchup you can like dumps the OD that hard, you just think
is
it's
the OD that hard? Is it that big?
I think so, surely still.
Evil geniuses.
I know it's
turn
that one thing.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's a hero that, you know, we've seen, I believe Beast Coast played not against really any good heroes for, but we saw in the summit, this Nyx assassin destroyed an OD.
Yeah, Beast Coast did do it 2 games.
Yeah,
and
they
one of the
did.
games they did destroy an OD with it. Yeah.
And if you don't know, it's good in very many ways. Obviously, mana burn, late game versus it, a lot of damage, a lot of
10
mana, but the biggest thing, you know, if anyone gets Astral, you just carapace it and he gets stuck. It's a very
5
simple
seconds
setup. It's
remaining.
very good.
They have not. IJ's not played Pugna from, so
You don't
maybe
really
they
just want to pull it out.
I don't know. Maybe they think they. Well, I'm just curious as to why EG pick up that hero
Evil
are so
geniuses
many
turn to pick.
like hard counters, and they don't ban one of them. Did they go for the Storm Spirit? Which Emo has played plenty of.
You have some okay lockdown against the Storm though, right? Like Sinister Gate, obviously your 5 to die is pretty quick, and then, you know, if OD put you under, you're gonna get arrowed, but you do have the Abba behind you, I assume.
Well, you're a high intelligence hero that
10
can jump
seconds
on the
remaining.
OD and threaten him, and I think that's really
Just
important.
need that.
I just, what do you
5
reckon Ramses is going to play? Right? Omni's out, Abba's been taken by the opponents. Do you want to put him back on the Legion? He had a game 1, but it is that hero that is going to be able to offer that sort of save and that catch for the heroes like the Storm.
I don't like Legion.
Radiant
Versus
You want
like
him to
the
go
hero
somewhere
like Abba Kunkka, I think it's real tough. 'Cause, right, you get dual boats on top of you, shields on top of you, even a Nyx stun on top of you.
Bang. That's what it is.
I mean, it does mean you don't have a save though for your OD. That, very concerned because you know he's gonna get stunned off of Spike Carapace. So this is gonna have to be an OD that picks
10
up an early
seconds
BKB.
remaining.
Very early. Weird, because on EG, you have like these
5
very
seconds
weird
remaining.
semi-saves, right? You can have a Frost Shield, but as you always talk about, it's not really a save. You want to play aggressive and lane Centaur ulti, Mirana ulti, but no, just if he gets stunned, he's stunned.
Yeah. One thing about the opening from IHG, especially because they're so often running it GT Kunkka, their damage is like
Evil
very low,
geniuses
which I think
turn
is something
to
that the
ban.
OD also takes advantage. Yes, they're tanky and OD likes to be able to just bang on these heroes and build up that intelligence, but the fact that they're low damage, I think, is really helpful. OD has a safe self against the Kunkka bow, so that just means less damage to worry about.
We're getting to these last bands. Juggernaut goes away, obviously. Jug Lich combo, we kind of talked about it before.
10
This
seconds
win the
remaining.
lanes, win the game seems to be a big storyline in this
5
series.
seconds
Yeah, I'm
remaining.
just looking for any of the more aggressive safe lane carries.
Obviously, the Void and Jug, the biggest ones, they're both going to get taken away. I mean, both teams, right? Yeah, both teams need their hard carry. That's very rare. You see both teams go to the end for their
Yeah.
one hero.
Not going to be a ton of options left. There's Bristleback has been doing okay. I just don't think it can fit into either lineup, right? Because it's not a hero that's good versus Storm, and it's not a hero that's good versus OD. There's Bloodseeker, but I don't think you like. I think it's good with OD, but I don't think it's good versus.
It's funny, that Bloodseeker hero is so popular in the group stage and just disappeared in the stage here. Like almost picked every game, like first pick too, and now it's just like, you know, as the meta goes. 30 seconds left. EG, last pick for both teams. You either get top 3 here or you don't. Simple as that. Pixel, you're the carry player on this panel. What paired with the Lich looks good, and then on the other side, what paired with Naba looks good? Are there any that just stand out?
As Cap said, I want to see something that works with the
geniuses turn to
get aggressive
Radiant
with.
team pick.
Okay, Cap bow, Bristol.
You can definitely get aggressive with that hero.
Yeah.
But it is a different type of carry. It's not just a straight up carry hero. It is this like mid game. You can't kill me, I'm just gonna run at you.
Yeah, and it's not a hero that provides you a stun, and it's not a hero like I personally don't like playing against Nyx Assassin, but that's more of an annoying. It's definitely like very focused on just being able to have a frontlining sort of hero.
When I look,
I just don't think there was a whole lot of options. I don't feel good about a whole lot of anything either side.
You do need damage right here with side D pick, right? As you said, Kunkka not the best damage in this offline roll store. You need a lot of items to damage. Once BKBs come out,
you need a good old rock player, okay, sure.
Someone who's against Bristle. Is there someone like that? You're like gets break possibly. So you have the Nyx Assassin, but
it's a little different because I would, there's some heroes that you would pick against off-lane Bristle, but it's different when he's safe lane, where you don't have that lane phase matchup, and then by the time you meet each other, he's going to have his like base boots, bracers, and maybe into that first like armor or stat item.
I like Arc Ward, but I don't think I need to play. I do not. I actually really. I was thinking about it for EG, then I'm like against Nyx Storm. You can't really, but for IG, I feel like it's really good, but.
I think it's kind of problematic against Centaur, but...
Is it anything to sort of worry about? You think that you pick Bristle into Nyx Assassin?
Oh my!
Monkey King was one of the heroes that I was kind of tossing up as the matchup, because I like it in lane phase a lot.
Titan win lanes.
But you're not necessarily matched up against each other, so maybe they're going to do one of those aggro lane again.
But either way, you're going to get against melee core, right? Like, you're going to get against someone that you can punch.
And it is a fly. That is something that I really feel strongly about. Like this, I feel like this carry looks excellent when he's on his heroes, and I don't think he looks as good on others. So that is a fly here, 100%. It fits into the style that they've been playing with him. I don't think they played it this tournament, but they've played it before. Maybe it was in the minor, maybe it was before that.
I did say, like they picked that final pick Bristle, right? To a game with the Nyx Assassin. You have that hit break. Is that an oversight, or do they just not care about the break Vendetta?
I really think that, it's just more about having this sort of like late phase, like strong. Because there was a lot of carries banned away that all the good ones were honestly really. Light Dealer and Juggernaut, these three heroes are all gone. I really think it's something that needs to work with the Lich, right? It needs to be able to win lanes because we feel like that's very important. And it's just got to be some sort of frontline, game can hit the center to it all. You've got to create a lot of space for Abed. It's a hero that invades jungle, right? We've seen a lot of play off of jungle. Storm Spirit does it quite early. I don't know, there's some little things about it.
All right, let me just hear team names. Who do you think's taking it? This is game 3 right now. EG or I go?
I feel awkward about both lineups, but I will stick with EG because I just don't like the opening from IG. I just didn't like the first 2 picks a lot.
Oh, and GEG now. No explanation.
First 2 picks.
IG.
Okay, so we have it. I kind of agree. IG's lineup. You bust out this Monkey King. Will it be enough? We're tossing over to our caster, Lyrical and Trent.
Thank you so much, host Grant, with the eternal struggle of trying to get the panels to shut up so we can go watch the game.
He's pulling teeth over there.
It's not gonna happen.
Give me a name. He went with IG. I have to agree on some of the excitement that Grant had too with the Monkey King. As we have it down here. I love watching this hero.
30
He's a little
seconds to
different.
battle.
Oh, we've got a nice courier for this too. Is that the Honey Roche?
That is something expensive if I ever
that's
seen
a
it.
lovely looking
That
Roche
looks like
here.
Marana's mount that costs like $700 or
That
whatever
is
it
indeed
is.
the Honey Heist baby Roshan that he's copying. Wow.
Terrible.
That's a nice one. If you guys have one you don't want, feel free to hit me up on Twitter.
How much do you think that costs?
Very into that Roche. Oh, it's like max value. There's like
Really?
none of them.
Oh no. Well, you know, that's what these players decide to do. They don't need to live in the
battle
world.
I mean,
begins.
Take
just
stuff
listen to them.
there.
That gift.
That's a good point.
It says gift on it, so.
Ooh, let me see already. A little trade off there, 2 in the piece. Kind of dandy. So, Bristleback Safe Lane. It's a different hero that we haven't seen RTZ play a whole hell of a lot. Likewise, Fly playing Monkey King that we haven't done a lot in this tournament. So we're doing something new this time.
Yeah, Monkey and Bristle have kind of had this story relationship ever since Monkey launched. Just because he's a hero that can really bully these tanky off lanes, and when he came out, that's where Bristle was tending to be played the most, especially with these like Keeper of the Light combos and everything. And Monkey was a hero that was, yeah, you can actually like trade, and you got him lifesteal, you can sustain. But Monkey's not popular anymore, much more common in the mid lane, and now he's into the full tri lane at the moment. They're looking for a first blood.
Oh, be careful. Arrow off the mark next on the Abba instead.
Oh, he's got the discoil.
He does look at possibly not going to get it. Fly drawing first blue, but keeping that pressure on Fly.
Now, a Kunkka and a Nyx Assassin. Not a lot of threat versus the Bristle in his face, so Kunkka just grabs the wave and starts pointing to the tower for GT. That makes a return appearance on the Kunkka.
You can see RTZ skilling up that level 1 in Goo. It is such a frustrating spell to play against. You just look at it and you end up getting a +1 point, or rather -1.4
Your admiral is on board.
over and over stacked up.
Dick, yes, my goodness. Gotta get that. He's got 6 tangos to work with first, but gotta get your stick out. Maybe there's gonna be a link against up here.
That was a dangerous phrase you just uttered. As we get towards that 2-minute mark.
Do what I can. Yeah.
There we go. And they rotate on up top there with the Lich, and actually trying to get a little bit aggro on the Nyx Assassin. Kaka, in world of trouble, just gets brought down by RTZ. And there's the tip.
That was the minus armor decking up.
It's the carryover from last game. Fly red with it. Kaka after that unfortunate disruptor glimpse.
You gotta keep him in the same headspace, right? You wanna make sure that he stays nice and down, doesn't have any confidence, and Kaka, a difficult hero to make big plays on. I would say the Assassin more of a like, team play position 4 as he gets the face stun on the burst off the others with no points of burst back.
You might be in trouble here, actually, as they do have more
he can't
stacks.
exist again.
Uh-oh, trying to run away. RTZ is still chasing.
He's
throwing
got 8
out the
cards.
stacks. Oh, and he stopped for a moment. He wanted to try and cast the, but doesn't end up getting. Goo is not on him. Back through the trees.
Fly actually kept chasing him and found him again. Now he's gonna block in, but Fly doing the math real quick and like, that's a lot of armor. Stout shield probably not gonna win this one.
A lot of regen too. 11.3 with the Senga working. Throws the stun, catches him to Fly. Creeps right at 2. Torrent, and not going to die. Yeah, no, he just walked into him. Okay.
Yeah, he was dead.
He takes.
No way you're gonna do that one.
Interesting stuff, as we see there in the mid lane or bottom, the CS battle 10-9, and actually 10-10 now on that OD is to give the business there to the Storm.
Yeah, working him with the Astral and always threatening, right? Fortunately, the crit's largely in V as he goes again on the Fly. He's protected by the shield, so you don't worry too much for Emo in terms of the arrow, but you know, it's game 3. We talk about GG on here that he likes Fly to take down on the Monkey King, and then we get the Emo Storm Spirit. I like that they're handing these like big playmaking heroes to 2 of their cores here to try and take this game.
These are the guys that are gonna make your money, put them on something that they love. For a
Make
long
those
time.
BBT points.
Pretty sure he was the top MMR in China for a while playing this Monkey King. Mistake.
Couple regions had that issue.
True enough. So Abed pick up that Arcane Rune and continue to frustrate Emo here. Not even bothering the last tick creeps.
Crit, the
Dude,
arrow.
he's just going. Emo, where you gonna go, my man? The
he
chase?
finds the only magical spot.
The body blocks, the miscoil. Emo's fine. Emo's good. Emo's out of there.
I actually can't, like the one little cliff nook he's able to slide on into.
Doesn't to walk walk back out to lane after CPing home, but it's not getting brought down and killed. Still will probably miss a couple CS underneath the towers. Firefly keeps feeling the harassment from Ramses.
Don't worry, Kaka's on it. He's coming. He's like, oh yeah, free XP. That's my jam. Yeah, Firefly's leaving a very dangerous life down here. Alright, Crit, just go for it. I know you want it. Get these bounties. Oh,
He just stole that.
Ramses?
When you say Lord,
He's okay.
We need to arrow cover me.
Up top though, Fly going to hit the dust.
Crit throws the arrow. Yes!
Maybe a turnaround.
Oh, no!
He wanted it real bad. Crit chasing. Starstorm, he's got some regen in a second. Oh, there, he's going to be able to get the life steal off now. Oh, Crit, he's got to be careful. Doesn't get hit. He can hit creeps now. If he wants to, or Fly can just keep running. Just be careful. All right, yeah, Crit's just going to TP away.
No one expects the level 2 mist coil. Or at least Ramses did. Let's see it.
Nonetheless, I mean, that was weird because he had skilled at level 1 too, so I don't even know. Not really thinking that it could have turned off for the killer, had enough life to sink through it. Regardless, JT is going to try and play Dosey there with TZ. Freeze.
I can't believe JT has left. I feel like every time I look up here, he's dancing in the tree line, but just having a pretty great time here on the comp. Maybe some of that is creeps or a neutral.
Arrow, good tank. Abed is not going to be able to find any follow-up there, as they saw the arrow moving in by virtue of that ward placed down on the high ground. Crit rotation is not going to bear fruit for a second time now. That's 2 arrow rotations by Mirana that have not been able to secure a kill.
Yeah, and Kaka not needed up top, so just helping out in the mid lane. He's getting catapult lasted, and just soaking what Emo can't get here.
Another round of arrows dodged up there, and Spike Carapace, Kaka trying to live, chase down, coming, it's enough.
Yeah, he just it wouldn't be enough. He had 9 charges, but decided that that wasn't going to save him.
Well, interesting start to this game here for sure. Emo is going to do the math and then get back home hanging on that fairy fire. Well, level 6 on the Kaka, but he's probably going to need somebody to if he wants to set up a kill. I mean, this position 5 Abbo just looks really cool from Ollie. Like, saved from a Mirana arrow, seems good.
It's where the hero started, in terms of coming back in the meta, right? It was just the 5 spam constantly.
Right.
Back when every hero was just like suiciding all the time, Abba was the best at it. And someone needs, like, one of these 2 cores needs to start getting killed, either Ramses or Abed. Like, Crit needs to start securing something.
Gotta be careful though, showing up, Fly throws the boundless strikeout. Ramses is dead, as there was a 3-hero rotation bottom by EG. They don't get a kill, and instead, it's Fly that gets on the board himself.
They're really feeling the pressure, I think, for EG to just, like, do something. Like, you have OD and Mirana, you want to get kills, right? Feels like you should just be getting, like, 3 or 4 kills before the 10-minute mark. And even with the Centaur, too. It should be another strong lane. Fly should be able to come down and get some sort of a slow, and that should just guarantee the setup. And as you pointed out, the Abba makes it a little bit annoying, but when he's only like level 1, 2, and 3, you should still be able to get something going for you.
Walking aggressively into Abed's space there. You know, it's interesting though, because it does feel like they're missing out on opportunities, but it's more of that opportunity cost loss as opposed to actually falling behind in the laning stage. There's a little bit of a disparity there as they see the stamp come out. Crit is there in the area. Arrow's going to connect, and just as we talked about it, G find the kill.
And this time another rotation down here and not able to save it. So something going back EG's way is previously, of course, when Emo shows up, they then get their kill, and JT is just going to be able to take this lane, and we might see Fly move somewhere else on the map. Can he go top and go there easy though at this point? 2 points in the Bristol back. Curious to see what he does. I think he must come back down bottom.
I wonder if JT just changes up his build. Look, he's the 2nd most farmed hero in the game right now, and has. Oh, yeah, he's going to be going for drums, it looks like. Drums out the boat. Torrent, connection, and Ramses finds the stun, but a Aphotic Shield immediately means that Fly will get the kill.
So, Fly coming back down here is bad unless they get a kill. Right? Because he could have went, like, down top empty and no defeater to save here.
Really good. They're moving in, they're taking the the ancient stack. They have another round of the tiebreaker, just like all that was taken away from RTZ.
They've been working on that too.
Oh my god, really upset. They're gonna pop the ultimate now with the very cool graphics, and RTZ in some trouble. He's gonna be extorted back into this one. Can they bring him down though? The full combination coming out. They get the kill on the Bristleback, and up is also in trouble. The Ballast, oh, it comes through. It's so sweet and so painful for EG. Oh. God damn, that was pretty from IG.
And they didn't even have that much vision here. They had that one ward by the rune that spotted the arrow. So that made sure that Firefly didn't get hit by that, but it's not like they even knew that stack was necessarily there. They might have seen Fly kind of dancing around and stacking, and of course it's a Bristle, so you expect any good team with Bristle to be always getting those prepped for him. But yeah, as you said, that is absolutely brutal.
Radiant's middle
At the very
tower
least, they
is
did
under
another
attack.
10-minute stack off now, and it is Dragons, so there will be something recouped there, but that's going to add a lot to the coffers of IG. Now have a 2K lead at 10 minutes.
You look at that combination of heroes at the top. They're so far.
Down bottom, Ramses.
Oh no. The Stampede, it's not going to be enough. Ramses, oh, the stomp. All right, Ramses is pretty solid at double. The chase down coming. Looking, pounce. Looking for it. Not going to happen.
Good call, Fly. Frost shield's there. Good engage.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And they do have that catapult now to get some pressure onto the tower, as looks like RTZ was able to clear out that other stack of Ancients. So some solace here for Evil Geniuses. It's JT with the DD. Moves in, gonna give another punch there to Fly. The long-range Sister Gaze.
Yeah, that was a bit scary. I mean, that DD.
He's coming.
JT's looking for the cleave.
He is the playmaker this game.
I mean, he's got 4 points time. Fly's so scared right now.
This is a terrifying Kunkka performance right now. Oh, he's hoping that Ramses is going to back up, but Ramses not afraid. Anytime Emo jumps away from Abed up in the top lane. So where do we stand at this point? Like, how badly does that loss of a stack with the Bristleback, do you think?
Very much so, because they missed the opportunity for ganks on the laning stage with the Mirana, and now IG has come out ahead at the 10-minute mark, which means that the Nyx Assassin has friends that he can put through. So he just runs around the map with Vendetta, and he has very high mobility cores and long-range initiation cores too, in all 3 of his heroes, in the Kunkka, the Storm Spirit, and the Monkey King. No matter where he is on the map, there should be a core farming the attack, which he can just like tap on the shoulder, be like, hey, would you like to stop hitting neutrals for like 30 seconds? We're gonna kill a guy, and then I swear to God, you can go back and hitting neutrals. And that is like used to the ear of core players, because they really don't want to divert too much of their attention away from punching creeps. Right. So you gotta make sure the kills are as fast as possible, and they have a nice trio for doing that.
Look at the speed of the movement right now. EG wanting to make a play themselves, as they are Moonlight Shadowed, but smoke up comes from IG. Talk about that rotation coming from
tapping a core. He's like, oh, okay, you want to go? Storm and Monkey, they're punching stuff, but you, my friend, you're the lucky winner.
Dead end, but you can see EG really good reading of the map. Know that this was coming. They're backing out, keeping Moran on the other side of the cliffs where that rotation would come from. Although Kaka, he breaks his smoke. Crit still not realized he's in the area, and suddenly, hello, they're friends. But they're able to back away. He could have found.
If he had gotten that carapace off there,
it would have been big, and not able to find it. Now instead, it's an arrow. Oh, have IG gone a bit too far themselves? Spirit shows up, trying to dip around. See if he can find a kill. Blackfire, they've already used the Stampede, stun there onto one. Blackfire gets that ultimate off, and now trying to get out of there. What is the rest of the geniuses? Are easy kind of separated from the rest of his team, but he's a big bad Bristle. He's hard to kill off. They're all separated into different targets right now, and it looks like get the Ollie kill.
Oh, he got denied.
He's not even going to go down himself.
All right.
They don't lose anything.
I think IG went on like 4 different targets that fight started, and somehow they managed to get a kill and only lost the denied position 4. So you'll take it. Should have gone better, I would say. It's like kind of awkward timing because the Vendetta wasn't used, even though there weren't any sentries at the time, at least not where he was when it popped. So could have had a good opportunity there. So just getting a single kill and getting it, I think they'd be happy with.
Does come to the tune of a 3,000 gold lead. Kunkka now hit that 40 damage talent at level 10. And meanwhile, it looks like up top there's a wraparound going on. Arrow not gonna connect on Kaka.
Taking one of those pretty little spikes.
Going to back farming. But instead.
Hiding in the trees like that, like, oh yeah, I totally don't have allies nearby, I'm so scared.
If you had Vendetta right there, they would have gone in. But yeah, not going to attempt that gank on Arteezy. Trying to use EG again, evacuate the area where IG are sitting at that. They're doing a good job of not continuing the loss there after that unfortunate series of events near the Ancients. Trying to stabilize slightly here. And I like the lineup with the save from OD. There isn't really that. I guess the Abba's the hard save on the side of Ivy.
Allies disappear.
And this Fuse Blade's gonna be really nice for Firefly though.
Dire's
Nearly finished up. When he ults, like burning some of the mana from the OG, it's like make him less powerful. Versal has problems. Centaur can get a little bit annoyed by it too.
Oh, that's a curse.
Prize is mine.
Good old Assassin. Use that ward in behind.
top tower
The one
has fallen.
teleport scroll on.
Radiant's
Value.
bottom tower is under attack.
Up in the meantime, Tier 1 tower top gets taken. It's off a bit. Eats away at this one. Has a couple of heroes, at least the Lich behind him.
I mean, if they can get this and get back in defense tier 1 mid, I'll be pretty impressed. Like, I keep great vision around this tower for a while now, with the ward in between, with the Nyx getting the courier kill, and they're now closing and they want the freebie.
This is scary. That ward has gotten them so much value. JT is behind, cutting that creep wave, starting to build up those stacks of Jingu. Fly. Very aggro. 5 heroes mid right now for IG. Hoping that they're going to be able to keep this Bristle to this back. Very, very tanky. Then Tail comes out. Meanwhile, the Stampede is there. See if they can bring him out. They do kill off that Bristleback. They lose the Blitz. Ramsey's also in super duper deep. They wanted something from the Sanities, but it's not enough. Now they pull back in the OD. Abed is also in trouble. One by one, they're going down. EG. Fine. And oh, Ramsey's got greedy. He headed over, they find the kill and the kill. IG looking good in this game at number 3, wanting a top 3 finish at the very least this major.
Yeah, the cat went over earlier how it feels like save, and you think it's gonna be safe, but stuns are a thing. And he's stuck in the middle of Monkey ulti. He's getting chain stunned, and they Stampede, and Stampede just ends up feeding Ramses because he just kind of runs in and tries to stomp. He's like, well, my Bristle's
Dire's
already
middle
dead.
tower is under attack.
Well, now I'm almost dead, and then he ends up dying directly at him.
Tough stuff in that last try as we take a second look at it here. You can see, again, you just feel like you should be strong on this Bristle.
Dire are scanning.
Only 3 points there as they just chain them right down. I mean, what can you do, right? They don't really have that super scary OD yet. Back in real time here.
So say
Oh, that's a nice.
Give him a hug on his way back and crit. Gonna agree for good measure. Take what you can get. Bottom lane, they find another. Ramses, he doesn't have an answer. He's just dead as well. Emo on a killing spree. This man has been making it happen.
Well, IG have their vengeance on EG after their previous series versus each other. 2 series, I believe, already for this tournament. And now they meet again. IG looking to finally take the victory.
JT has been looking very good on this Kunkka. Already has that drums completed. And now trying to go towards the halberd, I believe.
Step lively now.
Is it coming
Your
out from the
Admiral is on
courier?
board.
What's great here is that, like, with the lead that you had at this point in the game, it's not like you start falling off. I'm not suddenly scared about any of these heroes on the side of EG. Like, it feels, with this lead at this point, that going to the late game, things still feel favored to me for IG unless there's, like, a bunch of disasters.
Step light. Back
Just gonna
four.
X that AMD Centaur. Walking within sentry range for a moment there was the Bristle, the sentry ward placed down in the river. You can see this whole area kind of lit up a little bit by EG, but she's not too afraid to head up on the high ground.
Bristleback's a hero that's like, you're 1,000 gold ahead of the next highest hero, you feel kind of even. Or like 2,000 gold ahead, you know? And then you can dominate and control the game. Playing from behind his Bristleback is just this terrible feeling.
And even when you do get into that BKB on him, oh my god, I just run at him. Bristol's right there.
It's just scary.
They got the impale. Oh, they'll connect now onto the Kunkka. This could be kind of okay. The OD gonna save him for a moment. Pop and Stampede not really going in at the moment. The big down strike comes through on the suit. Red is out as well from the Kunkka. The big ball hit from the Tidebringer, but Emo low on mana. There's a huge ult, but it's not quite enough at all. So low. Ramsey's just wants to get a little bit more damage. Oh, almost dead. Possibly a chance for a turnaround here as JT actually X's himself. Did the double tap. Not what you usually see there. As the chase is coming, Corn goes out, not going to connect. Still crit, playing around with him here. And Ollie over in there.
Does Ollie get the deny or does he die?
I'll see.
Oh, he's getting
he's getting a deny here.
One tower hit and
Dire's bottom
Bust
tower
it.
is under attack.
there you go.
Dire's structures
So that
are
fight
fortified.
looked a little bit better, and you can see if they managed to get maybe a little bit more damage off the sanities, things look different.
It was so close. Like, just like one more. And he got pretty greedy. Like, he had to be greedy because he knows they're so far behind. I'll bet putting that fight pretty much as well as he could have in their situation. And JC making a cheeky move out there with the X to get the rune away from the fly.
You start thinking about, you know, if you manage to start building up some of those items on OD, if you can make it last longer into this game, things could start looking different. But the other danger is the Storm Spirit, who is enabled to have everything he wants to. Oh, regen rune on top of it. Fuse of Blade used on
They've
the
got
crit.
Arteezy mid again.
Pull him back in.
Classic.
Lively now.
Notice on the board. The shadows of freebie. And they would need quite a bit more damage anyway, so
Radiant's
they might have just been
middle
looking to
tower
force
is under
rotation.
attack.
Arrow. Break the tower. Okay. They got him. Can kill him though. That's a whole different question. With Ovid moving in, it looks like the answer is yes. Blackfly tries to dodge. It's not going to happen. A nice kill there for EG. That's what they did.
Step
These are hard
Your
pickoffs.
admiral is on board.
Take it. And he's very low on gold. Okay, so Bono's Ogre Club and on his way towards the BKB. Already has Diffuse on active. I mean, look at this trio of Radiant heroes. 9779, 9741. Like, these guys are so close to the top of the network chart.
They're incredibly farms, and it's super hard to kill him. The X is out onto the bristleback yet again. Arrow. It's on the catapult as he does have backup, so feeling a little bit confident in his survivability. But
Radiant's
Jungle
bottom
gets
tower
farmed out.
is under
Radiant
attack.
taking over it.
Yeah, not a lot of threat without Abed nearby.
Abed definitely feels the real damage dealer this game.
Yeah, with his Veil and just trying to jump the ulti down. They don't have pipe builder or anything either, like all this Veil amp damage. But they're going for the more aggressive build to start with the drums, the halberd. I guess it's still defensive, but you know, different kind of.
Smoke up before BKBs. Ramsey showing in the mid lane. They're gonna wrap, it looks like,
Like anyone else.
into the jungle.
Even the
Dire
Bristol, I think
outstanding.
it's more beneficial. At least he's worth committing for.
Haven't I? Dire realized that this could be happening, but they were a little bit late on the scan.
The Nyx isn't smoked, so he's walking under all
Yeah.
his sentry combos.
Monkey King spots up, but they will not connect. So EG able to dodge away from this game and get some farm on the other hero while this is happening. You can see Storm Spirit. I'm sure Emo would have been more than happy to dive with that newly minted Orchid ready to go.
Here now.
And any good Storm player, I'm sure he's starting to think to his teammates, you know, telling them some stuff like, hey guys, when can we Roche? That would be really cool. That's when you really try and cement your advantage as a Storm player. And especially if you're going to buy the books.
They're shown on map to get a couple last hits. Going for the Ags. For the duels turn. He is very farmed. As they jump in and find Abed. Oh, it's the worst hero for EG that they could have found.
And that's the, I think the first Orchid kill, I want to say.
Yeah. Wow, huge pick off.
Rams is getting some sick revenge here.
Get over here.
Will they even get the kills, the quest? Oh yeah, Flops here.
Come hang out with me for a second. Body block still in there. Ollie gonna look for the deny. It doesn't happen.
Not even close. Double-edged disc.
Oof.
Yeah, going down like that, real rough. I was worried about the Orchid pickup because it kind of felt like it was going to stall their momentum. It was getting so close to BKB, but he caught it before it finished up here. And now, in the grave, that whole duration, he's going to come back out. You can imagine if he gets picked off again by this Monkey in the Storm, selling that BKB is like after the next fight.
Stop next now. They've got the next assassin. They arrow him afterwards. Going to be able to find that kill onto Kaka. Ramses picks that one up as well.
All right, come on. That's not the place to go with things. We all know that's no good these days. Like, if there's one spot on the map, there's gonna be 7 sentries.
Right.
It's that area. But of course, you know, he's ahead, been passing through there freely, so it was bound to happen eventually.
I mean, you look at this, it's a 9,000 gold lead, but it isn't really feeling like it's that indomitable force that you've got from IG. It still feels like you have ways kind of take fights.
Are IG gonna go to a batting? Gotta hurry up, guys. Oh, they're waiting for the BKB, that's why.
Okay.
So, Abed really needs to get out of here. Because his team thinks they're coming top. They're also smoked. Chris trying to pop. Now they're pinging like Abed. Got it gathered.
Yeah.
They're coming.
Pings. The wraparound heading back to his tier 2 tower. Is he heading over there? They have an inkling. They got that
pop it.
Oh god, he got away. Full step. They pull him back in, and there's no savior.
Dude, you know. Like, you're playing the pop of smoke. You don't have BKB. You're just gonna die.
They punish very, very hard. And now EG gonna need to play it for some more time. See if they can get into BKB with OD.
I just so don't like. You have to play safe right now on this guy. You need BKB. Don't do that.
Is under attack.
Like, come on. Your team's pinging you. They're all smoked up at the other bounty.
So that moment in the game when IG are just feeling super duper strong, and any little mistake like that just leads open to another shop. And I mean, I guess the bigger thing too is that it's a longer period of time where they really fight only 200 gold on the OD.
I mean, here comes Fly's D-Ward. Thank you, Abed, for giving your life for this ward kill.
Again.
Arcane power.
Silver lines. That's what we got to find here. The EG roster. But for IG, it's nothing but smiles. It's Kaka. And the easy impale. Follow up with the ulti from Clockfly. We get the push with that Spike Carapace as well. Arrow does connect. Okay. They can't really do anything afterwards.
No one's coming through. They really should have tried and committed to the BKB stuff. It gets just like a bit of time, and he farms so fast still. Right. But here it is, and this is exactly the problem. He gets picked up again by the Orchid. BKB's not out. After the Roche fight, and now it's like, doesn't even matter. Yeah. Now it's so hard for this next fight. All because of this pickoff, especially the second.
So Roshan's going to come down with a 10k gold lead. Collection of items are in the IG inventories. They are feeling ready to clean up the rest of these tier 2 towers and really just put a grip on this game. Not let go. EG can do to try and turn this back around. But right now they have BKB on the pistol back, almost level 18. Also getting closer there.
I'm gonna give you a number.
Tell me it.
It's 30.
What's 30?
That's how many BKB seconds the rating team are going to have the second IG. Emo finishes BKB in just a second. Because everyone's BKB is super fresh. And, what?
Well, the miss, a little bit of whiff.
Wow,
Gets away.
I actually don't know how that didn't hit.
Oh no. Second. Abed though looking for the save. Okay. They got him out. Now hitting from the high ground. Fly. Have they put themselves in a little bit of a testy position? They have the Stalkers out there as well. Bristleback has his BKB if he wants to pop it. Hasn't yet. But they are going to drop out of JT and Alex Chase. They're looking for the follow-up. Is the one of JT not going to be able to get the BKB away? Fly seeing what they can do. Emo already taking crit down low. They have that safe for the moment. The Orchid burn is going to find that kill. Under the storm. The impact comes out afterwards. Now the Phase 4 trying to kill off Abed again, but can they do it? Abed in some trouble. The big full mana burn comes through, and they find that kill as well. Orchid now onto this Bristleback. They've already lost a couple of cores. They might lose a few more. Aegis is down. Despite it looking absolutely terrible right now for Eve. Can they actually hurt it? Ramsey, he does get brought down at the last second, trying to turn their back, seeing if they can look through. BKB is out for Primo, dodging away and getting this damage reduction each and every time. With a break. It comes out at the very last moment.
Totally unnecessary, but I loved it anyway.
They did end up losing Monkey King and the Kunkka. That was maybe a little bit better than I expected.
Yes, not as good as you would hope for an Aegis fight, I would say. Part of it is that Emo wasn't there when the fight first broke out. He was all the way back at base getting that BKB. They needed TP to the shrine. They needed to walk. They needed to spend like 80% of his mana pool zipping to get the first kill on crit and instantly bought back. So a lot of his first life was like kind of wasted. Gets back in the fight because it's right next to a tier 2.
Despite being down 12k gold, the position wars are actually looking somewhat equal in terms of farm, and because this Nexus has to invest into this actions, which is about to be completed, it does mean Crit has been able to have a lot more effective items in these. The Urn, now trying to finish off these Guardian Greaves, he's only about 400 gold away.
Yeah, and what he has those, Emo can't like completely solo kill him. It's not instantly anymore. I mean, he can orc him, then purge, and he can maybe chain him down. But assuming he is lead, he should be fine.
Just the overall team fight aura that provides the rest of his squad. It's kind of a nice little piece of the puzzle.
Very good versus Monkey.
You find Ramses again, and will be able to kill him off.
Oh man, he almost X'd off. I mean, he's got the BKB, but could have at least forced him.
And now finding more. 2 BKBs popped to Peaks. Emo not going to be able to find that kill on Abed.
Alright. Well, I guess slightly waste for him as well. He didn't really mind popping the arcane rune. Oh, now an Ind is the boot.
30 minutes. See a 13,000 gold lead. And with no more Aegis, IG are still feeling confident enough to try and go for this push on the tier 2 tower. Vanity's Eclipse is back up level 3, not quite at that level 20 where you get the multiplier on Abed.
That could be the big thing to turn around. Again, it's going to depend on the discipline of BKBs. He's going to have to wait out BKBs versus Storm, Monkey, and Kunkka, which is extremely difficult because they have a lot of burst opportunities to the guy being targeted down.
Absolutely.
Feels like you're all just going to pop BKBs at once, and then it's just going to be a struggle to like get off your ulti before just getting hit by the Nyx or something.
You know, there are some interesting things that go in with it. Like normally you say, all right, well, it's not going to matter to Storm because, you know, he has high int, but the reality is just burning 30% of the mana is kind of nifty. It's a nice way to do it. Speaking of mana, Storm is somewhat low right now as it does look like there's a fight of brewing. EG head down bottom, grouped up. It looks like OD is going to pass by a ward.
JT has TP. Is he waiting? Will he torrent? Alright, here we go. The Chris can have the angle. Oh, he went north. Didn't go south.
Well, they're initiated on Abed. He's safe for the moment. Very low mana. He comes down round 2. The follow-up. They have it. Burns through with all his mana. He does get that BKB out though. Now the chase coming fly. They've already burned Saves Eclipse. Do they have enough to burn through fly afterwards? They're going to TP away from Abed, and that kind of ends the rest of the fight. But he's coming back from the shrine. Can they delay long enough for this OD to get through it? Fly pulls him back in. Sinister Gaze. The follow-up port is going to connect onto 2. Ollie pops his ulti as well. It's EG storming through this. The jump forward, finding it now. The stun is not going to connect as the BKB with every play. The follow-up is coming in just a moment. If they can get there in time from Abed, Emo down such a point, the miscoil comes out, and that's going to keep him alive. And just like that, they're going to lose Ramses, lose RTD.
How does he get away with it again?
God.
Emo 2 fights in a row, or well, the same fight, but 2 times in a row he escaped with just a couple hundred HP. And you can look at the damage from the Monkey King. That fight just centered around the ulti for so long. And Blacklight just having a fantastic game, 9-3 and 12. not quite as zippy zap as the Storm, but he's just standing strong in his ultimate, and he wants to increase the number of monkeys across the map with his Aghanim Scepter, just nearly complete. Once he pushes out a couple of these waves, he's gonna have.
He does show on that wave with the rest of the team down bottom. But obviously, without the burst on the Centaur, this fight is really tough to face.
Yeah, they're just waiting for the next
Radiant's
Roche.
top
They're just gonna
tower
push
is
the
being
waves, probably control the top jungle area, get those things going. You know, Roche it up. We have another minute and a half until it's possible. Ping from the Knicks saying, "Yo guys, I would like to play here now. This is Dota 2."
Aghanim's for that monkey with the now 19,000 gold lead into the favor of IG.
Oh, I see the value in the that sweet item now because these monkeys all look awesome. All right,
That's pretty cool.
value in the Archon, and that staff too. Frankly, man, monkey sweet items.
The smoke cut. It's gonna break now. Ramses. Realize now Fly's in the area. Do they dare? Tempting fate. Emo. Pretty far in there. Relatively low mana yet again. But smoke breaks and they can't find an opening. Looks like EG are gonna back out. Tashiva's guard done also on this con. So he really is not all that concerned about the OD, and here's a
I really like his excited. Yeah, that's probably where this game is going, right?
Tail, arrow, gonna connect onto the Nyx assassin, but the sun comes through now onto Ahmed. He's disarmed after the BKB. He can't even punch anybody.
Wow.
But they do manage to force out the monkey ultimate.
Yeah, Fly really caring about his support there. Oh,
Arrow? There's no way. There's no way. Nah, I can't get it.
yeah, no, they can't. But you know, some morale building.
There you go. You can laugh, that's good.
All right, Roche, you got it for us. 3 seconds away. Ollie's like, guys, what if it spawned on the first second? Oh my god, it is very fast. Like 21 seconds.
All right.
Dire are scanning.
Stupendous!
Well,
Let's clip anyone. Oh, yeah, it hits Emo.
but that
Last. All right, so. Yeah, they checked Roche. Yeah, but they were just 3 seconds shy. As now it appears. And who's gonna check it? Oh, Kaka. Oh yeah, Kaka.
You can go back in.
It's okay. They still want to kill first anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Fly, looking like he could be the next on the list. They have the D save there. Nope. Realize now that he's up on the high ground. No. Very low on mana. Cross bounces a couple times. JT, he's like, get the hell away from me, Kaka. I don't want you here anymore.
Needs those bloodstone charges, and gonna check the pit, and they're gonna find himself a Roche.
And his multiplier is online.
Gem online too. Very for Caucasus, he'll be very survivable with his ult. I mean, he did 2240 HP, and then that's before he just forced into the burrow with the 40% damage reduction.
And all these heroes have relatively decent int now.
Radiant's bottom tower
Even though Abe is going to be going back for that multiplier. Everybody picking up the Aghanim Scepter and that Shiva's guard of Makunga. The ways to do these fights few and far between.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. I mean, they know it's like the only comeback they have.
Yeah.
Is if we just completely
Radiant's
neglect
bottom
him and he gets
tower
this
is under attack.
talent and just wipes us. So every little bit you can helps,
Shadows.
including that Slad's on Ollie. You know, a little composition 5 item, but just
Radiant's
like
bottom
more,
tower is under attack.
more stats for
Emo? What? Why? They punched him. They didn't open with the song.
he's just maybe just like not wanting to play.
Okay. I mean, he stopped afterwards.
I didn't see how it started.
Ah, well, I guess that they thought that there was a little bit of miscommunication there between each team, but now they know they're up from the high ground and they're just going to jump immediately. Trying to save it. Impale comes out and connects to burst him down. Abe buys back, needs into this fight. Shinpros going to bounce not all that many times and Fly pulling him back up on the high ground, burning through the mana of Emo. He's low HP, but guess what? This guy's going to be coming back in a second. If they're not careful, the monkey ultimate is out as well. I'm just hammering to Ahmed. They do have the stampede, need to save that bristleback for the moment. Song comes out, the Boundless and they need to be careful. The King's looking for the follow-up. They drop down the same system. It's an ultra kill for Fly. A rampage for this big ass monkey. Maybe you could be able to give him another one. No, it is stolen away. But nonetheless, IG dominant. This lower bracket looking to take this game number 3, 8,000 gold swing with the buybacks, and it's still not looking like it's enough.
Could VG get her wish? See what IW asked for on the stage after his victory. I want IG. I want them to know. Anyone say that can't get past VG? They're looking right about now. Many will say that they can pass TNC as well, but that is what we will be focusing on tomorrow in the lower bracket final, because that's where these guys are headed.
Unreal. IG able to take it as they